Hey guys, welcome to our Sometimes Tuesday Paintapalooza, because sometimes on Tuesday, mostly, at any time during the day, we come on here and we just paint and we're live and we're getting stuff done. If you guys hop on, sorry, I'm losing my voice. If you guys hop on and you're on Facebook, please hit that share button. And if you're wondering why you didn't get a text, Caitlin wasn't on this morning, so I think she's gonna be sending the text here in a little bit. But we're just gonna go ahead and get started. All the paint products that we're using, you can pick up at JamieRayVintage.com. I am using Skeleton Key and starting on these cute little pedestal signs. I already have some drying, and Zeb is adding a hook. Oh, I don't know if that's the top, is it?
You can switch it around either way you want.
Zeb's just adding a hook to a frame that we sold. It had the little backer pulled off of it, so we wanted to make it so that way it could be hung on the wall.
Stood before with like a little leg here, but we added hanging so that now it can be hung. It's just a little spring pastoral.
Oh, that is
flowers coming.
Yep, I think that's one of. Was that a past subscription paper?
I believe so. Last year.
Okay, yeah, I was just in my box and I needed to use it up, and it actually has more of a scene than that. But I just thought the pretties look very. They looked very the flowers looked pretty, and they looked very like impressionist, like Monet, you know. So on these, I'm just painting the black part that was like the chalkboard, and then I'm going to come back through. This is really just a back color because I'm going to put some transfers on here. So I'm just covering up the chalkboard part, and I'm going to leave the rest. I might go ahead actually though and paint the back, because the back is MDF. It doesn't look very good.
All right, we got this big ram sitting here that we thrifted a few weeks ago because it's sold and we need to get it painted.
Shannon says, she got her cutting board craft kit. Can't wait to work on it. So she accidentally bought two, but she's excited to work on both.
Oh, nice.
Let me grab the craft kit so I can show you what she's talking about. We have been doing just like random craft kits with supplies that we have. And this is the latest one. I think we have about 20 craft kits left. And they are a good deal because this cutting board is super quality. It's a really nice one. And they come with everything you need to make this. And it's entirely food safe. So if you wanted to just do it and not put the clip on there, you could also just use it like a charcuterie board and put the art in a frame or whatever. So let me find the link to the craft kit so that way you guys can order it if you want to.
I believe this antique book here sold too, so I'm getting
No, I don't think it did.
Oh, it's not sold yet.
No, right. I just wanted it done because we need to get it in the shop.
This is PVA glue. It stays kind of pliable, so like as you bend the spine and open the book up, it doesn't break.
All right, I think I did it. Let me know if that link works, guys.
Getting a healthy amount here because the entire, you saw me, I was just kind of rearranging the pages, making sure they were in order because they've all come out on the middle here.
Shannon said she also ordered basil paints. She's going to basil paint one of them. All right, perfect. Yeah, as soon as these craft kits sell out, I'll probably work on the next craft kit. I've got a few extra things floating around my craft kit supply area. We used to make craft kits quarterly. And so we just wound up with random extra supplies, you know, because you can't order the exact quantity of everything, right? And so I'm just trying to get rid of it because eventually I'd like to use that space upstairs as a filming studio.
Eventually.
Well, I think when Jack goes to junior high, he'll be gone longer. He'll leave at 7:30 and he won't come home till about 3:30. So I think we should be able to use the filming studio more because we can just like get up early and get over there. So it would be nice to have that space. So in August, September, probably September.
It's almost set up. I had lighting. We just needed to start making it cute. I even painted a lot that of Yeah, we do need to clear some things out, set up the tables. We even bought like some really nice rolling carts with drawers that are like industrial for your garage, like a workbench type deal. And then we pumped the brakes because we're like, oh, we don't actually have time to be over here yet.
Fiona said she liked the new format this week, including the shop segment. Thank you. Sometimes we don't have, like, we're in such a rush, we don't really have time. Although I was late getting the video up. We usually like to have it up by 4 and it didn't get up till like 5:15 or something. But I really wanted to include that. And so we just did the sign out over there. And what we did was as soon as we got home on Monday, I started editing while Zeb was like setting things up. And so I literally edited in real time. So when you guys watch that video that went live yesterday, probably half an hour before it went live is when we actually did the setup in the shop, because I just had to add those last few clips and then render it and upload it. So that was kind of fun. Sometimes I'm not that organized or on top of my editing to where I can do that, but I think we will do it a little more often just to kind of the full picture, because sometimes on the videos where we don't show the shop, people are like, where do you sell all this stuff? So it kind of helps people that haven't followed us for a while understand kind of how our business works.
I'd like to say there's enough room that it could live in the garage, but there's not.
What?
We barely have enough room in the garage for the weekly thrift haul.
What could live in the garage?
All of the stuff that we sell online.
Oh gosh, no. We have all of the stuff in the store plus the second story, which is all.
We have a warehouse amount of products.
Yeah.
So over several thousand items in the between the things we sell, like the paint and the IOD and stencils, things like that, and the thrift haul and antiques. And then we have a few curated things that Jamie picks that kind of go well, like some dishes, aprons,
polka dot pants,
candles, soaps, things like that we don't make.
Yeah, we have quite a bit that we keep it store in the shop. Okay. We're really just trying to also work our way through the paint that we have before we bring more paint. So I apologize if you're tired of seeing skeleton key and crinoline.
Listen, I've got anvil out right now. It's going over the top of this. And then we're going to do white oxidized, because the moss looks not bad on here, but it's got kind of like a broken face and it doesn't look old like the rest of it. So I'm just going to dry brush the anvil, darken it up a little bit, and then we're going to bring back some light. Let me spin this so you guys can see.
He also already filmed Thursday's thrifting.
We just have to do the crafting projects that we're going to do.
Yep.
So a few people have mentioned, because we asked yesterday if you like this format. And some people are like, I just like the long thrifting videos. We had a few comments like that.
Or they said they just like the separate DIYs.
Here's your public service announcement. You wouldn't get any more thrifting in the video.
If we did
the stuff on the end that we paint is just extra. Like usually what you get thrifting wise is all we thrifted that week.
Yeah, we don't do any.
And we can't really fit more stuff in the garage than we've already thrifted, really.
Well, the other thing too is there's a certain time in the day where thrifting just is not good. And with our week, the way we have to do it so we can fit everything in, because we say we have Thursday, Friday off. We just have Thursday, Friday off from video content. That's the day we do like admin stuff for business, design work,
taxes,
doctor's appointment, taxes, all those kinds of things. Like we really cannot film on Thursday, Friday on a regular basis, or else we would never be able to finish the rest of our business. So we try really hard. What we either film ahead of time, or like Mondays, we'll just take the day and break it in half. So like yesterday, we did all the thrifting for the week, and the first 2 stores are Monday and the last 3 stores will be Thursday. And then hopefully today or tomorrow we'll get going on getting all of the DIYs done. I remember that tomorrow after our Waste Not Wednesday, Redrick has physical therapy and a follow-up with the orthopedic doctor for his ankle that he sprained.
He also has an ortho appointment Friday.
No, is it Friday or Thursday?
I don't know.
Anyways.
And I have my appointment on Thursday.
Yeah, so when we're done with Paintapalooza, we really need to finish.
And I'm going camping with the youth Friday afternoon for an overnighter. We're going to go fishing up at the reservoir.
Yeah, so we'll probably finish Thursday's DIY content. We'll get finished today.
So Jack doesn't have a game tomorrow, though. He's got a bye week. Well, a bye game. He had a game yesterday, and they won 9-5. It was a good game.
Jeanette says, very anxious to see the sheep finish that Zeb's working on. I'm excited too.
Don't be anxious.
Says, would love to do it when you guys do. Yeah, it is so much fun. I mean, we shop for a living. It doesn't suck. And painting is really like therapeutic for me. I don't know about you, but I love it.
So this is just going to be a base color. I'm just kind of trying to get it more uniform, get rid of some of these white chippy areas, and where, like, you can see the nose has a big chip where it took a header at some point in its life.
A header. Had an unfortunate accident. All right, I'm going to bust out some cottage color. We got a new can of Americana here, and I'm going to paint this cutting board. Sold.
As you can see, I'm just drying the brush out and kind of slapping it on here. It's very textured. Whatever mold they used to make this was probably like an old antique that had been sitting out for 100 years in Europe somewhere.
As soon as you're done with that, we probably should use the new bookish.
Yeah, I have
the resin going on that.
I have this out, and we're going to be putting that on these.
Those both sold, so we can make them coordinate, which is exciting. Okay. And the gals at the shop are doing really good to get orders out. We worked really hard. Oops, that's the wrong color. We worked really hard before the release to try to get caught up on shipping. So it's made the release that much easier. I think it probably won't sound impressive to you, but we have 300 orders to ship right now. And normally after a release, this many days since the release, we would have like 500 or 600-ish orders. So there are a couple 100 orders ahead, which is awesome. So thankful for them. And it's also good because that means that we're not going in the extra time that we would have off from working in the evenings from like 8 to 10 at night. And we're not going into shipping, which typically will happen. Because if we get behind, Seb and I will just sacrifice sleep and just go in and work for a few hours.
You sacrifice sleep. I'm up anyway.
Yeah, well, sacrifice rest. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Oh, good. Annie got her Happy Mail. And Crafting with Tracy said she got her IOD already. She's so impressed. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. We did order twice as much as we normally do, so it was a huge investment for us, but it's also worked out well because we didn't sell out of anything the first day because we had twice as much as we normally do.
Yeah, usually we sell out in the first day, and then we have to, of some things, and then we have to reorder.
Then wait for it, then there's like split shipping. It's just like a logistical nightmare. So we bit the bullet because it was a huge investment. But I also think in the end, it's going to pay off in time management. The only thing we're having a little bit of a struggle with right now is that Milk Paint is running over 2 weeks behind to get us our wholesale orders. And we do keep inventory of everything. But if there's something somebody needs that we don't have and we have to wait for it to come in, then we're having a little bit of delay. But Caitlin is awesome. She messages everybody and lets them know if there's delays or whatever. So it's great. Caitlin sent the text. She'll be out in a minute. She's just pulling into her garage. Tuesdays are hard because these are not a scheduled live video. So Caitlin never knows when we're going to randomly turn the screen on and go live. Annie did some painting over the weekend. That's awesome. Piccadilly said she can't wait to get her order. That's a lot of fun products. We're also able to stock the store really well this time because we ordered so much, which is great because sometimes people come in and we're already sold out online and we can't put it in the store.
Yeah, like everything's committed and we got to ship it. We can't just have product out on the floor at the store.
There's a lot of things that go into like business ownership, forecasting, and sometimes you just can't forecast. Like sometimes you literally just cannot predict what people are going to love. I feel like we know a little bit just because of, you know, we've done it enough. But no, okay. I wonder.
Kind of a nice dark undertone on this.
Where's the box of new IOD?
It's over there. I'm going to, you can see it's like a terracotta underneath. And then they put this, I don't know if they added the texture or if it was a part of the casting.
We've not used the new inlay, and I normally don't put it on cottage color, but what the heck. Maybe I will dry this and then put it into top coat. I should be able to put this into the cottage color. What do we got? I am obsessed with the Alfred Peets inlay, in case anybody is wondering. It's just good. All right. This is still, let me put
If you're wondering why I have gloves on, I was originally going to pour resin first, but I'm like, I need to get a coat on this ram. I'm going to set it outside so it gets nice and dry because we're going to continue with the dry brush theme. This is going to be the base coat.
I feel like this is easier in DIY paint, but I always like to try new things. And I have done it into cottage color before. So I'm going to go ahead and put it into cottage color. Alexa, set an alarm for 5 minutes. You do not want to let this get dry all the way, or else it will not peel back. So sorry if I set anybody's Alexa off. That happens every time.
Alexa is mostly a timer for us in the kitchen here.
Yep.
She keeps track of the weather too. That's her main function, timers and weather.
Well, our weather is so weird. Today we're going to be like 90 something degrees, and then we're going to be 60 degrees as the high on Sunday. I'm
not sad. It got way too hot too fast. It's like 70s, and then we jumped up to 90 yesterday. It's going to be 90 something today. And I'm like, I am not ready for it to be full-blown summer yet. It's still spring, and my body's not acclimated. It wasn't a slow, gradual increase in temperatures.
I desperately wanted to go to the lake today, but that is definitely not on the cards.
The boat is not unwinterized yet, which is good because like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks now, 2.5 weeks, we had snow. And now it's 90. Welcome to Utah. The mountains are tall and the valleys are low, but we're far enough north. We have crazy weather swings and shifts. All right, we're pouring the white casting resin. Amazing casting resin white. It'll say it right on the box. The boxes look almost identical. The clear is a blue box, but the logos are similar. So don't get them confused. Purple box is white. And that's what you want if you want it to be quick, because the clear takes about 24 hours to set up good.
What was your plan with this? You want me to just paint it so we can put transfers on
Yes, I was going to unscrew it because it unscrews off the cast iron, so you don't have to mess around with.
Although it's going to be a pain in the butt to keep it from rolling around.
I just get a little paper towel or something.
What I think is I'll unscrew it, paint this top, paint the bottom, and then put it back in and paint the middle.
So we got the wrong lid on the wrong bottle, and now they're like cemented shut. My pliers
Arlene says it was 37 degrees when she woke up.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like we're not quite to Idaho. We're about an hour and a half-ish from the Idaho border, but we're pretty far north here.
Okay.
When you're pouring resin, equal parts. So make sure that you have the same amount of side A and side B.
I got a drippy do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the top, dry it, paint the bottom, dry it, put it back in, and then paint the middle so that way it can be held up. We'll see if that is the path of least resistance. I don't know. Shannon says she's in Mexico and the real fill is 100. That's
getting warm. I bet you Jamie's sister that lives in Utah is probably close to there. And her other sister down in the Phoenix area in Arizona. Okay, stir. It's going to go cloudy. Then it's going to clear back up. It will dry white. Once you're not cloudy anymore and it goes back to clear, you got about 30 seconds, 45 seconds or so to pour it before it starts setting up. The bigger your pour, the faster it will set up. The fine little details will take longer. No mold release needed on this. You could use it if you really want to, but I haven't found that it's necessary.
Did you make sure that the pool hot tub is turned off?
It's not on.
Okay. Like, because if anybody wants to swim today, I don't really want the heater on.
Yeah, the pool was 92 degrees yesterday just from hanging out underneath the cover. It's some pretty warm. That's like hot tub water.
Yeah.
But it was the whole pool.
Alexa off. Well, if your Alexa just went off, I turned off mine, so maybe yours went off too. Corrine said she used the swan mold today on a planter. It's drying. She can't wait to finish it. The swan molds are fun. I think it's definitely something we'll use a lot.
That was a great mold. Swans are super popular. Anytime we find them randomly thrifting,
we've barely scratched the surface on those.
We pick them up.
Caitlin has my pool lounger. Yes, I was actually thinking about that on Sunday because we have two and one got damaged. So I ordered another one and Sam's Club sent it to Caitlin because she's the main address on our Sam's Club account because we share an account. And it got sent to her house instead of mine.
That's funny. Right. I was wondering why. It's not like you to have a something break and not reorder it.
Not get another one, yeah.
I was like, I guess we're only going to live with one. These are the kind that float on the pool. So I'm mixing up pretty quick, but I'm doing it in a different cup because that's a separate batch, and I don't want it to mess with my consistencies on my my pour here. So if you're doing a bunch of back-to-back pours and you got to mix a lot of different resin, just use different cups and let it, once it's cured up in there and dried up, you can just mix over the top of it. What's going on over here? What are you doing?
Try to put this back on there.
No, you're really gonna mess that up.
I know, I realize that now, but I got it.
That should screw out. Hang on, I'll help you in a second.
I gotta go get my thing from outside. I need you to unscrew that.
Yeah, I see.
And then I'll do the middle. Oh yeah, sign up for the paper and stencils last day before it goes up.
Tomorrow's last day.
Oh, no, well, tomorrow's a changeover. Today's the 12th.
Is today the 12th? I thought it was the 11th. You're right. It's the 12th. It is tomorrow. Tomorrow it switches out.
We change over on the 13th.
So tonight at midnight.
Yep.
So if you wanted these, you could show them. They're over there. I got a stack of them ready to go.
Oh, I've got to deal with this first.
Okay.
I'm already past my 5 minutes, so hopefully it didn't dry too much. Darlene's just used 2 chicken to try resin. I was 2 chicken for the longest time. I made Zeb always do it. And now I do it and it works just fine. And I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? I always thought clay was easier. And now I feel like if I can do it, anybody could do it because I'm not super big perfectionist. The biggest thing is don't leave it in your molds. Like once it's dry, get it out. Okay, let's see if we can. All right, that worked, but it also pulled back the cottage color, but I don't hate it. Gave it a distressed look. I wonder if it's just because of the finish that was on the board. All right, so the inlay remained and the paint is behind it. I can't decide if I like that or not. I think I'm just going to repaint it and put a transfer.
Took too much off?
Yeah, I took too much of the paint off. I knew when I did it into cottage color that it would potentially be a problem, but I always like to try it. So I'll do something else with an inlay.
There you go. You're back in business.
Thanks. It does look cool, but I just don't know if the person that got it wants it that like distressed. So we're going to repaint it.
All right. Done pouring resin for a minute. Got to let this dry. Let's go out and check on our our ram outside. You can see, can you guys see how that's starting to turn white?
Yeah. Cheryl says she likes it. I liked it too, but I was like, oh, I don't know. If I was doing it and it wasn't already sold, then I probably would be more confident because then people could see it.
Do we have any vintage linen or white linen?
White linen, yeah, we do.
Vintage linen is DIY. Careful with that.
Yeah, there should be some in there. All right.
Oh, that jar is empty.
Oh.
It's in here, but it's empty.
Well, you could just use DIY paint and then just seal it, but then it'd be shiny. I don't know. Dealer choice. You know, I say dealer choice a lot and we don't gamble. So I don't really know why I say it. I probably heard it somewhere. And it's stuck in my head and now I say it all the time. So I use that phrase.
You know what? I think I've got enough of the crockery. We can go crockery with it.
Oh, I think crockery would be good. All right, that's going to go live over there for a bit. Wish I had something else to do a paint inlay on. Well, we'll see. I need to get finished with things that have sold. So if I don't use a paint inlay again today, I'll try to use the paint inlays tomorrow. Say crafter's choice instead of dealer choice. I'm the craft dealer though. It's Dr. Pepper choice today in my McDonald's. Last night I was a little bit hungry. Like I'd eaten dinner, but not a ton. And I was a little bit hungry when we went to bed, but I was too tired to get out of bed and actually worry about eating. So I just took my melatonin and went to sleep. So I woke up like ravenous. And then I rushed off. Did I tell you that I did not actually have a foot zoning appointment? My appointment was supposed to be on Thursday.
Oh, so
and I just showed up. No, I got foot zoned.
Oh.
But anyways, I just showed up. And then on my way home before we did this live video, I stopped by and used my points and got a McDonald's breakfast sandwich because I was so hungry. I love the biscuit sandwich. And then I also got a Dr. Pepper.
You've been wanting me to take you there to get fries for like a week.
Yeah,
and
I
just keep on driving by because it's not on my mind. And I'm like, oh yeah, you wanted fries.
And I very rarely use my points because usually I'm ordering for the kids and I use a bunch, like I'm ordering a bunch of food. So it's better deal to just use the deal instead of the rewards points. But when I'm by myself, that's when I use my free food. And you can't use a reward and a deal at the same time. Piccadilly says, I can't gamble. I work too hard for my money and can't risk losing it. Yeah. People do not make money. Do what you want with your spare time. But, when you see those advertisements of everybody at the casinos, they're like laughing and they're having so much fun. Having been to Vegas a few times and seen people at casinos, I can tell you 100% that this is everybody. But there's no laughing. There's no smiling. I guess if they win a little bit, they get excited. But for the most part, nah. But people at the thrift store, I've seen people at the thrift store excited when they get a good deal. So instead of gambling, you should go thrifting. Corrine says she likes the inlays as opposed to the transfers because she can put like a sealer over the top of it and put it outside and it won't fade. Yeah, because it's actual paint as opposed to vinyl decor. This is actually working out well for me. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put this back on, or you did.
That's okay. That's an easy
That's
fix.
easy. Yep. I can go ahead and put the transfer on and then we'll take it apart.
All right. We're bringing the Ram back. Not dark black anymore.
The DI video should go live tomorrow. Make sure you follow Desert Industries because I think they're going to put it up and maybe like collaborate with me. I think that's how they do it. But it will definitely be on DI's page. But they haven't emailed me to say that they approved the reel yet. So hopefully.
Deseret Industries is how you're going to find it.
Yeah. Hopefully that is. And they may let me put it up too, but they have to put it up first, I think, before I can. I've never really done this kind of a thing before. We have done paid content, but it's been years and we didn't have to have it approved. We just put it up. It's been years. It's been since we did the FabFitFun box and I tried out all the makeup on Zeb. The video is hilarious. If you go to Jamie Ray Vintage FabFitFun, there's 2 videos. And one is on where I tried mascara on Zeb. I'm like, you look like your mom. Lisa, it'll be on Facebook and Instagram.
I did look like my mom. I've got her eyes.
Leslie said, I used to play craps and won. My mother-in-law, when I was like, gosh, I was probably in my early 20s, mid-20s, early 20s.
Odelia was a little baby.
So 20, yeah, I was in my 20s, 20 years ago. We went to Vegas on our way to Utah, and she's like, you've never been gambling? And my mother-in-law is like very conservative Molly Mormon. I love her dearly. So I was shocked when she was like, we need to take you to the Bellagio. So she gave me like $20. So I wasn't even using my own money. Or maybe it was $10. And I went to the Bellagio and I put some money in the machine. And I'm like, that is the single-handed, like, maybe if I played the tables, it would have been more exciting, but I was just like not impressed. And never have I ever done it again. Oh, I take that back. Once I did with a friend for a joke.
There's not a lotto. Utah doesn't have a state lotto, so a lot of people drive up to Idaho to go play the Idaho lottery.
Yeah. If you want to scratch something off, I mean, I could probably DIY something, and for $5, you could scratch it off.
How did we get to talking about this? Was it because of the?
Because I said dealer choice on that. Piccadilly says, my husband loves one that I thrift. He actually told me that he prefers when I do it over buying new. Thrifting is definitely fun.
So I literally was like going through some of my stuff in the garage, and then later that afternoon I was putting clothes away. I'm like, a lot of this stuff I was like, oh, I need this, and so I started keeping my eye out for it, and I thrifted it, which is great because tools are super expensive. And clothes are too. And then if you thrift them, a lot of times, you could see what kind of condition they're in. So you can pick and choose if you're going to actually spend money on it at the thrift store. But it was just, I was like, man, that was a $6 shirt. That's a $6 pair of shorts. Got those for $4 instead of 40 or 60 or 100. Because clothes are getting ridiculous.
I know, because I do buy new clothes. You make up for that. What he doesn't spend on clothes, he spends on his other hobbies.
Listen, it's a give and take.
Are you guys loving the new summer release? I bought everything this time. Yes. In fact, yes. Debbie Beard is like this because she's more of a boho girl. She's like, this is one of the best releases for me in a long time.
I really like the spring release too. There's a lot of stuff in there that we've really used a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. I feel like the summer release is very there's lots of ways you can use it. I like the mini stamps a lot, and both of the mini stamps are great. Yeah, we have not even really touched the surface of those mini stamps yet. I used one sheet, and I only used two elements off of that sheet out of a sheet of 4, and there's 2 different stamps. So this is one of those like chalk couture stencils, I think. And so I'm just kind of washing it off so I don't have any weird lips, and then I'll paint over it. All right, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. No, I like that. It got rid of that busted nose piece here, and looks like it's all intentional. And the crockery was a good fit. We didn't lose all of the brown. We still have some green peeking through here and there because I just did dry brush on there. And I used the cottage color, which is outdoor rated. So now this can just go live outside like it's intended to. It's terracotta. It's probably meant to live in a garden somewhere. Hello, Esther Rose Newman from London. And I was going to do like some washes on here, but I think this is fine. Let me bring it close so you guys can fully appreciate it. You can really see that texture on there. It's heavy. Probably weighs like 25 pounds. What? It's heavy. I'm going to put this on the stairs to wash it. I'm going to put this back outside so we can get nice and cured up. All right. I'm going to be back. All right. We're
We're not on the camera.
I'm here. Something exciting. Over the weekend, we finally made a decision on what to do for our 25th wedding anniversary is in August.
We were wanting to do something like amazing and grand, and it's not that we aren't, but we're not. It's
we
like
don't
a short
have time.
It's like a short, quick little trip in August.
Yeah, we're leaving on a Saturday. We're coming back on a Thursday as not to miss any varsity games because my daughter, it's her senior year. And we're going
Redrick
to
plays Thursdays.
Huh?
Redrick will probably play
we'll
on
miss
Thursdays.
one of each of the boys' games, but it's not their senior year. They'll live. I just try really hard on senior year not to miss anything. Anyways, I looked online and I found some tickets. They were like $600 each round trip to Kauai.
We do have a layover.
We do have a layover.
Which Jamie does not love.
Yeah, I don't love it, but it's okay. I'll live. I can do a layover. So we're going to Kauai in August. We'll actually be there for our anniversary, which is fun. We usually just go somewhere overnight on our anniversary because we're so busy in August. Our kids are finally old enough. It's like back to school that week. We might even be missing the first day of school, but like they'll be okay.
Oh yeah, they don't care. And the first week of school is just signing a bunch of stuff. And
Jack will be starting 7th grade, but
he will have already had like all his orientation and stuff.
Yeah, so we're excited, but we have not found a place to stay. So if you have any recommendations or know of anybody with an Airbnb, we are open to suggestions. We like to have a full kitchen because we don't like to eat out every meal. I want to be decently close to the beach because that's the big attraction for us. And I don't really like to stay in resorts because Zeb and I like to be away from a lot of people. No offense to people, but when we go on a romantic getaway, we just like to be all by ourselves. So a condo or
when I go to Hawaii, this is what I want to do. I want to be on the beach. I want to sleep in. I want to eat at all the food trucks and maybe find a couple of nice local places that are like hole in the wall restaurants. And that's about it. We do love to do a waterfall hike. The first time we went, I think we hiked to like 6 different waterfalls.
Yeah, last time we went to Kauai, we did a helicopter tour. So if we can swing it, and it's not $1 million, I don't know if it's gone up since 2019.
If they'll fly you right after a storm,
yeah.
Like there were thousands of little waterfalls. The water was just raining off, like sliding off those mountains.
Yeah, coolest thing we've ever done, I think, on a trip was that helicopter tour. But I don't know how much that is, so we'll see. Okay, but the tickets were such a good deal. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can swing it.
So they're a little wider, so I'm gonna have to.
So Vicky said she did nothing for her 25th anniversary. That's okay too. Sometimes Zeb and I just like to chill.
Okay, I think I want that detail because we're a little long.
Zeb's a workaholic, so if I want him to any kind of relax, I got to get him away. And Hawaii is literally like the only place we can go to and not work. I'm sure we'll go to a few thrift stores we did last time. Although then we're going to have to bring a suitcase home. We only get, even with Delta, we only get a carry-on now. You have to pay for an extra suitcase. I'm sure we will though. We'll just share. I mean, how many clothes do you really need?
Me? I don't. I need like a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm good.
My Tevas.
We're short on pens.
Darlene said that we're going to be able to not thrift on our anniversary. Like I said, we probably will. And we'll film it. It's not that hard.
So Kauai is not very populated.
There's not a lot of thrifting there. We did find some stuff.
There's not a ton. It's not like going to Honolulu where you got like 1 million people in one city. It is not. It's a lot of little tiny little towns and farming.
Yeah, it's not big, but I do remember last time we did find some things. And I like to get my souvenirs secondhand. That's the other reason I like to thrift. Okay.
If you don't wait too long, you can cut this pretty easy with scissors. If it gets too solid, it just cracks and breaks. It gets brittle. If you let it cure up for too long and you want to cut it. But this is still, we're still all pliable and flexy.
We are going to have to get a ton of work done before we go, because when we get back, we're going to have the cities coming over to do the plaque. We have a magazine that we have to have pictures turned in September 1st.
We probably need to do most of that before we leave.
I figure we'll just focus on that in July. Getting everything ready. And we'll come back and tidy stuff up.
The garden's probably getting put in tomorrow morning or Thursday morning. We're almost ready for that, and it's on an automated watering system. So
you just put the seeds in. We do need to pull some more weeds, though.
So I have this thin one. I think I'm going to pour, we're going to get these glued on, but I think I'm going to pour another bigger one for these.
Jane says, just want to give Caitlin a shout out for being so helpful with an order mix-up, respond quickly and took care of business. Awesome. Caitlin is amazing. One of the things that may not happen this year, though, is we might not go to England until the spring. We'll see. Which is fine. It's not like we can't thrift here. And we actually still have a few boxes. Maybe we'll just save the stuff that's in the garage.
We have like 2 boxes of stuff, and it's mostly stuff that needs like repair.
We'll have a England haul in October anyways, and we'll bring out that stuff that's in the garage. Yeah, we're super excited for the magazine debut, because it's a national magazine, one you can find like at Barnes and Noble and stuff, and it's been on my bucket list. I just feel like, have you ever heard of imposter syndrome, you know, where you're like, everybody else, they're good at it, but I'm not. Like, I think that we do great with what we do, but pulling together an entire look and staging and making things perfect enough for a magazine seems hard.
I'm not going to lie to you. I never feel that.
Oh, well, it's because you're a dude. You're a dude.
Also, the shop is a place where I stack inventory. It's not, I don't.
Yeah, but we need to make it look good for the magazine.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
Terry says, are you laughing because I said I always get my souvenirs at the thrift store, or are you saying that you also do? Oh, I don't mind that this is spinning, because then it can dry face up. Yeah, I guess I could have probably unscrewed that. But it's all right. It's done now.
So I'm going to do a double batch of this. We'll pour it in quick before we stir. Make sure I'm ready to pour fast. Because last time I used 2 cups because I didn't really know how much I needed. But this time I know I need more. So we're going to do 1.5 of each. So if you're watching, we like to do the resin in real time so that you guys can see how easy it is.
And I'm delicately painting a finial, because I want to two-tone this and leave the original black, but add some Americana. And I'm going to have to magic eraser the edge, because I did get a few little fingerprints on it, but mostly good. I'll let that dry. Okay, I can circle back to, you guys didn't see me do this because I did it before we went live. I've got this platter here. I think I need to do another coat of skeleton key on it. So I'll do that, set it aside, and then we'll work on all of our little plaques. And then the only other project I need to do that on my side is this. But we'll see how far we get. No, I did not get my pictures from Customs. I did get a lot of suggestions a couple weeks ago. I just literally have not had time to call back. I'm going to call Customs and see if they'll put in writing that, because what happened is I actually talked to Customs where it said that it was, and they're like, we never had that tracking number. That was not us. So what I think happened is DHL scanned something wrong, marked it wrong, whatever, and my package was never actually stuck in Customs. So I don't know where it's at. I doubt I'll ever see it, but maybe I'll get some money back. And I can spend that money on the Airbnb. So we can stay somewhere nice. Seb and I are flexible though. It doesn't have to be super fancy.
I told Jamie I would love to go camp on the beach. She said she needed a shower and a bathroom.
On the beach was not a public, on an air mattress in a sleeping bag.
Bathroom.
My back is too old for that. Like I went to Hawaii to practice living on the beach.
Listen, there are people that do it full time.
Yeah, I am not that person. That is not who you married, and you know that.
I do know that.
All right, I'm just making sure there's no...
That's why we now have a camper. It gets me out in the woods more often.
Valid. I'm going to get a bag for my brushes, and then I'm going to start working on transfers.
Okay, so 1.5 cups is just about perfect for these big books to do 2 of them. We have 2 of the smaller books. I poured one earlier, but I don't like the way it kind of is going to be floating. I want the books to kind of look like they're stacked on these drawers. So we're going to do these ones, the 2 thicker ones instead. And we'll use that one for something else. I've seen people already doing these and just putting them on actual books to give them kind of like a fun texture detail. Okay, we're going to let that dry up. This is glued. And I'm just using, there's a ton of different glues that we've used over the years. Gorilla Construction adhesive works really well. We also like E6000 quite a bit. There's a Loctite construction adhesive that works good. We've been using the super glue gel from Gorilla Glue because it doesn't run all over the place and it's thicker. So if you need to build it up a little bit, you can. Look, those are already turning white. They're going to cure up fast for me here. And then we're going to get this painted, and I'll have to pour some more for that one over there. Next project, while we wait for things to dry, I think we're going to work on this little clock. I'm going to ditch these for a second. I have another pair. They're getting hot. My hands are all sweaty.
I'm going to bust out the Belgravia transfer because this has a lot of little elements on it that'll be perfect for my little signs.
Do you have the scraper over there? I'm
not positive that we're allowed to. I'll find out if I can tell you guys what magazine. It's not like really a secret to me. We did sign a contract, so I'm sure it's official. I'll find out if I can tell you guys. They probably won't care because they probably wouldn't mind the promotion.
They like to promote.
Yeah. All right. I am using.
Who doesn't like to get their name out there?
I'm using Belgravia, and I'm going to. That's too small. I wonder if I could fit these teacups on here. Let's see.
This clock is awesome. It's all metal inside. Even on this little face here is metal.
The teacups are going to fit. Now I'm doing this right over DIY paint. It would be easier if you sealed it first, just know that, but it's sticking well. This is a nice big transfer, not a lot of little detail, so it should be fine.
I'm going to do one of my favorite combos for you guys today.
What combo?
Garden Sage and Gold.
Oh, yes. That is a Zebra favorite. Okay. One little teacup. Okay, thanks, Caitlin. She emailed the magazine just now to see if I can tell you guys. So if we get a response while we're still live, and we're going to be live for a while, we got a lot of stuff to do, then we'll let you know.
We're running out of brushes. We didn't wash brushes. I might have to go wash some.
Okay. I'm just sanding the edge of this. Do you have the clear wax?
Not yet, but I can get it.
Can you grab me that? I'm just going to clear wax this, and then I'll wax it back, and it'll be done.
Yeah, all the brushes from yesterday's video are in a Ziploc bag. Here you go.
Does anybody else get like random text messages from like roofing companies? Would you like a roof inspection? I'm like, no. My husband has inspected the roof. He's actually recently been up there. We put the roof on ourselves, so we're capable of inspecting it ourselves. I don't know how they got my number, but they did. And don't companies like that know that like if they somehow buy your number from somebody that you didn't give it to them, that you're probably not going to use them because you're probably not happy that they're buying your number from somebody? Like, throwing it out there.
So we did have a pretty serious leak in the roof, and I couldn't find where it was. It looked like it was leaking from the vent up here on the hood. But I went up there the other day. We were having a pretty decent rainstorm, and it was leaking a lot. And I told Jamie this when we put it in, that skylights are notoriously leaky. Well, the silicone, because it gets hot on that roof. It's a black roof. And in the summer, we hit 100, 105 sometimes in July and August. And the silicone that I had got, because I'd gone around the actual, around where the shingles meet up with the skylight just for some insurance. And sure enough, the silicone had dried out enough. It had pulled away from that skylight and had about 1/8 of an inch gap all the way around there. And just enough rain was getting down underneath. It was running all the way down on the wood under the shingles from a little crack by that skylight. So I went up there and I tarred it like crazy, and we put new flexible, clear caulk on it instead of just tar. And so far, no leak. We've had a couple storms since. It's not leaking, but I'm like, oh, great. This is going to be something I got to do like every 4 or 5 years. Because we've been here 5 years now, so. But the skylight is great. It does let a lot of light here in the kitchen since we only have big windows south facing. We have a huge overhang. Our eaves, we have a 30-inch overhang on all of our eaves around the entire house, which is awesome because it keeps the water away from the foundation, even if it misses the gutter.
So somebody said they forgot the transfer that I'm using. This is Belgravia. Probably not how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to say it. I'm also going to use, there's like a little saucer, and I'm going to put flowers on top of the saucer. So I just need, that's 1, 2, 3. I need 1 more teacup. Maybe I'll do another saucer with flowers.
This first coat on shiny metal with cottage color is going to be streaky.
We are not going to be in Country Sampler. It's actually showcasing our shop mostly, but probably some of our house. This is Belgravia. Somebody said they weren't sure which one I was using. This is, it's got, if you look on the website, you can see all the images on there. Okay. I'm glad we picked these all up. When you bought them, I was kind of like, ah, but now I'm like, this is so much fun.
They were $1 each. I couldn't leave them.
No. Sometimes you just need something fun and simple to work on. And this is definitely checking all the boxes. Okay.
I think I'm going to leave this yellow because it's like a good, almost like a queen bee mustardy yellow. And I think it'll match with my gold really well.
Oh yeah, it'd be a good combo.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna stop fussing with this. We're gonna go get this in the sun. Oh, missed a whole spot right here.
Can you put flashing at the top of the skylight for it to run off steps?
So I do have some flashing that I could put up there, but in the middle of the storm, I was unwilling to get up there and mess with that. So maybe the next time it leaks, I'll tear all the shingles off around there and flash it again. It does have some flashing. It's just short. And the problem was we had gotten a little bit of snow and it builds up and it goes above the flashing sometimes.
So I'm layering on some flowers on the saucer. I'll show it to you guys in a second. Oh, that's cute. Let's see the saucer. And there's a lot of this light blue kind of in there. And even if it doesn't have light blue in it, it like coordinates with it. So it's working out well. I'm going to get them all done and then I'll lightly distress the edges and seal them up. Yeah, I had allergies last night and took some Benadryl. So if I seem a little kind of like...
Well, allergens are really high. I was looking it up on Sunday because we were sitting in church in the chapel and all I heard was... So I looked up the allergens and it was like grass pollen and tree pollen was like super high. So, you know, I was like, everybody's just has a little bit of hay fever going on.
I just sent Redrick to the bathroom because he like sniffed so loud. It's like, this is a sanctuary, not a sniff-a-wary.
Listen, you don't want that running down your face.
I hate it when the transfer is like sitting down.
You know, at 14 years old, I'm just glad he's showing up at church.
Oh, I know. I wasn't really upset. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, I dropped it again. Just trying to get the edge of this up. I'm not pushing super hard. I always like to add that caveat because people will push super hard when their paint's fresh and it peels up the paint. And I'm like, don't push hard.
All right, these are already.
Have you mixed juniper with anvil? We haven't done a lot. We don't do a lot of masculine furniture, but I think it could be good.
So I have a picture that I thrifted this week that is, now you probably saw it yesterday. I think it was in yesterday's video. Might be in Thursday's video, but it's gold and black. And I'm like, man, I love that. So I'm going to probably be doing more gold and black together. And our anvil is good. It's like an antique charcoal black. That's the same color I used on the Ram.
You got the sandpaper over there?
I do. I have a fresh one.
Oh, good. I could use a fresh one.
Go easy because with the fresh ones, they still got even a 220.
This is
you can get scratches.
DIY paint, so it's all right.
Oh yeah, that just powders off.
I just want to bring back a little bit. I'm not distressing really over the transfer. I'm just bringing back some of the dark edging from that chalkboard that was on there. These would always be really cute to put molds on.
I think I'm going to flip-flop this.
Originally, I think these were just like signs used at a wedding, you know, like for the food display.
Oh, yeah, probably. I think that's what was all on them.
Place markers.
We love it when people get married and then they clear out all their stuff at the thrift store.
We scoop it up. Leslie said her windshields are yellow every day from the pollen. I bet.
Oh man, that's
in Washington.
That's my. So we fortunately, if we parked at the shop, we've got a bunch of Chinese elms around there that will drop. They just drop everything: leaves, seeds, pollens, resins, like just dropping sticky stuff everywhere from. But we got a nice big driveway here. We do have our autumn blaze maples out front that are getting significantly larger this year. I'm super happy. Like we've been here 5 years and they're actually casting, like we're probably a year or two away from them putting shade on the house and the front porch in the afternoon.
Well, we bought them. They were 5-year-old trees.
Yeah.
So they were big when we planted.
So now they're 10-year-old trees, but they're starting to be about this big around, and they're getting tall. They're probably a solid 25 feet tall now, and they're really starting to leaf out and branch out. So I'm excited. I love trees. My favorite thing when I was on my mission in Connecticut was every road is tree lined. and I loved it. Okay.
Zeb is working on a doTERRA oil box.
So yeah, it's for like essential oils or aromatherapy. I'm gonna leave this stuff in there mostly because I think it's glued in. You could also probably use it for like jewelry or if you didn't want to cut those out. But I'm leaving them in because a lot of people use doTERRA
or any kind of essential oils,
and they'll all fit. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. If you want to pull those out, if you're the ones that bought them, because they're both sold already, feel free to pull that out and get rid of it. But I'm going to leave it in for whoever got it. All right. Oh, we got a little bit of tape here. We're about ready to paint this whole deal. Trying to think what I have.
You need to sand that off. Or are you going to put a transfer on top of it?
Actually, I'll go sand that really quick.
Take the drawers out.
I'll just sand it.
Are you just, okay.
It's not.
You might want to take the other box then.
I might not get to that one on this video. I'm going to finish them both the same.
I would make them coordinating because the same person bought both. Oh, really? So not identical, but coordinating, yeah. Okay, so here are all of these. I'm going to move them out of the way so they don't get paint splatter on them. But such a simple little craft. These were $1 each. Use a dab of paint, a tiny little transfer, and they're $9.95. I know for sure 2 sold. I don't know if the other 3 are still available. I'll update the listing for these after the live video if there are any still available. And they're not like, they're just little standing signs. They're not like super heavy duty, whatever. They're just cute for a little vignette. You could put it in a little tea corner. Like if you have a little corner where you like to do tea, you could do that. Leslie says she has way more doTERRA. That is a lot because those boxes hold like, I don't know, probably 40. You have more than 80 bottles of doTERRA. Maybe they don't, maybe they only hold 30, but that's a lot. Okay, let me see what I want to do next. My kidney bean, this one's dry and this is dry. So maybe I'll continue with the Belgravia theme and I'll use something different on the silver platter once it dries.
Okay, that's gone. Now the question is, what color do we paint them?
I would do the box a different color than the books because you need some contrast. So maybe do the books first, and then you can decide to what to paint the box.
So I have some stamps I'm going to be doing on the box.
So I actually think, I know we've done a lot of skeleton key, but it would be gorgeous to do skeleton key with gold on the details and then little transfers in the insets, because we have those gold foil transfers that have words that you can.
Oh, you want me to use the foil transfers, not stamp?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should use the foil transfers. So I would, you don't have to use skeleton key, but I would use.
I'm not sad to use skeleton key.
I would just use one color, then put gold on the details, and then use the gold transfers for the words.
It's literally
if I had to pick.
It's literally my favorite DIY color. Look, I think I have it out already. Oh, you have it out over there.
What?
Do you have a skeleton key brush?
Yes. There's that. And I'm done with skeleton.
We're almost out of this. We're basically out of crinoline. I got this much of a sample left.
Okay. I'm going to put this kind of like in the middle, and then maybe do some flowers up here and some flowers down here. What the heck is on here? I think there was something on my brush. Oh, there we go. And maybe when I distress it, some of those flowers will peek back through. And then the inlay will not be for naught. Okay, let's put this whole thing on there. I love this because it has a spoon, it has a bird. There's a whole little scene with this tea kit. Maybe I want to put, I'm going to layer on some flowers here. This teacup is kind of plain.
So I'm going to paint everything but the back. I will paint the back when I'm done, but I need somewhere to set this that's dry so that it can dry out. And then once everything's done, we'll do the back.
You could just heat gun one side.
Yeah, but I'm going to go set it in the sun and work on my clock some more.
Got a lot of things to work on, so you have options. I want to do like a little bit bigger. This one is kind of curved on the bottom, so I'm going to put this down here.
Oh, you've been loving that on the long cutting boards.
Yeah, well, I was going to do like a teacup stack, but this one has a bird and a spoon. So it's kind of a whole design in and of itself.
Oh, missed a whole side. Look at that.
We're about to distress this. And then I'm wondering if when I distress it, if some of that inlay will come through because I painted over it. We'll see. Try not to really hit the transfer too much. Mostly just the paint. Might lightly go over. Sometimes it'll bring like the grain, wood grain through the transfer because there's a little bit of ridge there, which I like. I will show this up close in a minute. And I'm just going to clear wax over the top because the transfer is the only part that needs to be waxed. This already has sealer in the paint. And I need to sand the back, clean up those edges a little. Right, a lot of times you just take these in the garage and just run the orbital over it, but this isn't too bad. So.
Coat number 2 on here, much better coverage. The nice thing about the Cottage Colors is it also has a self-leveler, so if you don't get all of your brush strokes perfectly straight, it does a pretty good job of leveling out. You don't really get a lot of brush strokes. I don't want to fight this, so I'm probably just going to do a quick coat on here and then do a third like touch-up coat. It's like warm to the touch. It's hot out there already.
Carol says that she's been painting over a lot of her thrift items and using the beautiful art that's included in the paper subscription, and it's paid for itself. That's awesome.
Nice.
We try to have a good value in the products that we sell.
Last year I loved doing all of them and we had the theme. I've actually really been liking, I didn't think so because let's be honest, the ephemera and all the floral this year has been pretty girly.
But you love girls. You love girly. You love me.
I do.
And you sleep in girly every day because our bedroom is a fluffy, shabby chic, quilted ruffle situation.
Yes, it is. You know, it's very warm and comfy though, so.
And I sleep next to you, so
I'm not gonna complain about that. But I've really been enjoying this year's releases. I think they've all gone well together and been good.
You're getting in touch with your inner cottage core, shabby chic vibes. I think a lot of men will say, "Oh, I don't like. I want my man cave, all that kind of that vibe." But then I can't tell you how many young teenage boys come into our home and they're like, your home is so cozy and comfortable and all the things. And it's because
I don't feel like our home is actually overly feminine. In here, it's got like antique pastoral art and old clocks and doors and windows and stuff.
Yes, but there is floral on that chair, floral on the rug. That is a bird toile on the entire settee. There's fresh flowers everywhere. I mean, you don't realize it, but there's so many layers of flowers and things that would be considered girly. But when they're brought in with like natural wood tones and chippy paint and whatever, it just creates a cohesive, cozy, comfortable vibe. And I think people don't realize that they like will automatically say, oh, that's too feminine, too girly. But then when they're in the space, they understand it. And it's not, our house is definitely not like, oh, everything matchy from, you know, a catalog that you can buy. Or I always say Hobby Lobby aisle 12. It's not what it is. So sometimes people can't picture it. But then when they see it, they're like, oh, I get it. Like, I get your design point of view. And I think that's what's going to be fun, hopefully, about doing the magazine is because we're going to show kind of what we do and how we bring things in and make them look good together and in the shop. And it'll give people like the whole picture of not just stuff on a thrift store shelf, you know?
Listen, I knew you were pretty when I met you. I know what stuff looks good, all right?
You need what?
I know when stuff looks good.
You know when stuff looks good because you met me. Got it. You're laying it on pretty thick there. All right, let's get started on our globe here. It's all dry. I'm going to continue with my Belgravia theme because it's got lots of small elements. And this is a smaller globe.
Were these a set or are these individual?
What? Those are individual, but the same person bought both of them, I believe. So
fun.
I thought if you wanted to, they don't have to be matching, but coordinated, you could. I don't know what their intent is. Okay, I'm using, it looks kind of like a letter. It's got ephemera and floral and all kinds of things. So it's like a postcard. It's a little bit struggly to get it on a curved surface, so be patient when you're doing curves. Can you get me the gold foil transfers though?
Yes.
I
the
made
new
you
ones?
Made you some words on this. We'll see. I'm going to get all of my floral placed first, and then I'll decide if I want to add some gold to it. If you're going around a curved surface, you are going to get wrinkles in your transfer and cracks and imperfections. Just know that. Just start at one side and work your way around and be patient with yourself.
I don't remember if you used it at all, but I actually think we didn't use this.
I did. I used it on that platter.
Oh, that's right.
And I'll probably use it on this little one too, because I like to use the silver ones on silver platters.
The cool thing about these gold and silvers is they're that shiny.
Okay, first transfer on my globe. Fiona says nothing as cozy as grandma cottage vibes. That's right. And if you're baking cookies, it just makes it all the better. When Jack's friends come home, I'm like, hey, there's fresh cookies in the cookie jar. And I'm not saying it happens all the time, but those 11, 12-year-old boys light up like Christmas morning, and they don't care what the house looks like as long as there's food in it.
Decided I'm going to do a base coat. I was careful not to get paint on these, but then I'm like, you know what? Base coat and then gold.
I'm trying to decide what to put on here. If I do a teacup, it might be problematic because it's so big and this is curved, but I'll just put a flower over it if I mess up. So I'll do a teacup opposite this big element and then maybe some small flowers on here. This is what the world needs, is teacups and flowers. Oops. Okay. It's actually not too shabby. There's my teacup. It is a little wrinkly, so I'm going to put flour across the bottom. If this world globe was bigger, this would be a lot easier.
That is a tiny little globe.
There's a lot of tight curves on here. I will show it to you guys up close once I get all the transfers on here.
I like the resin for doing this kind of project because these are going to be drawers, and the air dry clay does dry nice and hard, but this overhangs off the lip a little bit. And I think the resin is going to be much, much stronger than the air dry clay, like if you grab the edge to open it.
What are the pros and cons for DIY paint or Sweet Pickens milk powder? I don't know.
They're just different.
Cons, they're just different. So DIY paint is clay-based. It's thick. You're going to see brush strokes. There's no sealer in it at all. So like when you paint your second coat, be super careful not to pull up the first coat and activate it. And you need to make sure you seal it. You can let it dry a little and build texture and things with it. And then whatever you seal it with, it helps protect it from wherever you're going to put it. Milk paint also doesn't have a sealer in it and will crack and chip. Like if you paint something super shiny, you have to add bond or it will completely all come off. If you have something with like a little bit of sealer on it, but not a lot, then you'll get some chipping. And you can get an aged finish with milk paint where it crackles and chips on its own. That's totally random that you're not going to get with DIY paint. But DIY paint, you can blend it. I feel like a little easier than you can the milk paint if you're wanting a blended paint finish. And then if your milk paint super, super chippy, use wax, always wax to seal it with and not a liquid top coat. Because if it's really chippy, if you put a liquid top coat, which has water in it, it's going to activate that milk paint. And what's it going to do? It's going to chip more. Both milk paint and DIY paint stick to a lot of things. If you add bond to your milk paint, you can paint glass, metal, whatever. Clay-based paint, look, the DIY paint, no primer. It's on this just fine. Cottage color, which is made by DIY paint, but it's our paint line, has a built-in sealer. So when you're like this, I don't have to seal anything but over the transfers, and the transfer went on so easy because it has a built-in sealer. And it's rated for outdoors, the paint is, so that's great. However, it is thinner. You're not going to see brush strokes, which could be good, bad, depending on what you want it to look like. And you might need a couple more coats of it than you would with DIY paint. Or if it's something super shiny, you may have to sand it or put like a Salvation Solution primer under it. So that's kind of the difference between the three. It really just depends on what you want it to look like.
We love them all for different things.
Yeah, we use all of them at random, like however it is that we decide we want to do it. Hopefully that answers your questions. I'm going to keep working on this globe here. Add some florals to it. You're welcome, darling. You can also buy farmhouse finishes and it has bond in it. And then you don't have to add bond. But then if you want chippy, it's a little harder to do. It
does not chip very much if you want it chippy.
I mean, it doesn't mean that it won't.
You can
chip
sometimes
at all,
force it with a heat gun, but it sticks pretty well.
Lee says her sister-in-law gave her car show trophies from her deceased brother. They're gold, tall, heavy, outstretched angel figures. Do you think that it's weird? I think those are awesome. If you go on Pinterest and type in how to decorate with trophies, you can see a lot of really fun decor done with trophies. I think it's great. Good way to remember your brother, and they're probably pretty to look at.
Okay,
it's
so
really
I'm gonna
warm.
seal.
You're like hosing me down with heat over here.
Sorry. I am going to do a sealer over the top of this before I do gold, because I don't know that I'm going to go gold on the whole thing. And I want to be able to put those transfers on easy. So this is what Jamie was talking about just now. Like the transfers will go on over, but we have like a textured mold that is now painted with like a chalky clay-based paint. When it dries, it powders when you distress it. It doesn't peel up. It's basically like colored dirt that sticks to everything really, really well. So I'm going to seal it first. And I sat down, but I don't have a brush.
Here's some words I'm going to cut out for you if you want to put it
Okay.
on there. There's some like fun elements on here that I'm just going to put on the globe and layer on the gold. Old wooden tennis rackets. You know, it'd be really cute is if you painted them fun and put a bunch of ribbon on them, and then found like a clip that you could clip onto the actual tennis part and then use it for art display. Use like cardstock and have some vintage art printed and then hang them up almost like a frame for the art. I used to play tennis in high school. Not very well, but I played it. I played well enough that I could beat Zeb.
She can't beat me.
I don't know if I could beat you anymore. It's been a long time.
I've been playing pickleball with the youth a lot. That's like the new thing. So maybe.
You could beat me now. I've never played pickleball. Maybe we should do a date night and you can show me how. Everybody says it's so fun.
It's tennis. It literally is like, there's a couple different rules, but it's tennis. And now everybody that plays tennis and pickleball are both mad at me.
Oh, you're sealing this up.
Yep. And then I'm going to go gold, and then we'll do the transfers. I want those transfers to be able to go down real easy.
That's smart.
Especially those foil ones.
They seem to go on pretty easy. I really just try to rub over the part that I want to go down. I don't do it all over the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let me show you where I'm at. Can you guys see the gold shining on there with the flowers? I have a bunch of little elements. I put this bird on the little teacup handle, but I'm just kind of randomly putting these elements on here. That's kind of big. I think I'm going to not do that element. I would not be fun to have wrinkles in my gold foil. They're just a little bit different than the regular ones. And what are you laughing at?
Yeah, you can distress them, but
yeah, they're not that.
They look better just all gold. It's like when you walk into Versailles, you don't really want to see like
distressed gold
on there.
Denise says, when I broke my shoulder, the doctor said everyone on her unit either broke their shoulder playing pickleball or tripping over the dog. She tripped over her dog. I do not want to break a shoulder.
No, we don't need any of that.
I do not have time for that. It's not even
you have a lot of strengths, but you do not do well when you're uncomfortable or inconvenienced, and that would be a huge inconvenience.
I don't think anybody likes to be inconvenienced. And I like to be efficient with my time, and getting injured is not efficient right now. This is not really an injury. It's more like a work injury because I edit everything. I spend a lot of time on my phone because that's how I do all of my content and editing. And I have really bad what they call tech neck, and I need to get into the chiropractor. It's really painful. It's starting to make me grumpy. I might see if I can get in today when we're done here. problem is there's always something that needs to be done or a kid that needs to go to the doctor, and that always takes precedent.
I just feel like we've had a lot of appointments in April.
Well, Redrick sprained his, Jack had ribs out of place, then Redrick sprained his ankle again. I mean, it's been a thing. And Redrick has weekly physical therapy for the next probably 6 weeks, which isn't too bad because it's not that far from home, but it wasn't on my summer bingo card.
No.
Okay. Almost done. Just kind of spinning this, see where I think I might want to add more. Here's some that might be good on the book. This is a big one. I don't know if you want to use that one.
Okay. We'll get it figured out.
Are there support pillows that help your neck? Yes. And I did just buy a new bath pillow that has like a thing that goes in your neck. Just have to have time to use it. And also stretching. So I do a lot of like, okay, so you get tech neck because you're looking down, right? So in the physical therapy world, you want to do tension the opposite direction, right? So I will put my head back, push, stretch out those muscles and ligaments. And then also I do like this and like, oh, did you hear that crack? When I
heard it, yeah.
I don't know if my mic picked that up, but lots of different stretching and stuff. Like I know. And what I do like to do is I will, while I'm editing, I'll take a pause and like do some stretching and push-ups and sit-ups in between my editing. I get my reps in and then I get some stretching in. So it does help, but you know, I need to go to the chiropractor. We've got, it's becoming situational.
You get some stuff lined up so your nerves aren't always firing.
Yep. Thanks, Barbara. She says, loving your globe. And Fiona says, juniper on the clock is such a nice color for spring. That's garden sage.
So garden sage, but juniper is very similar. It's just a little deeper, more blue-green, whereas this is like a sagey yellow-green. But they both pair really well with the gold. I tend to use the juniper more in the fall and around Christmas time.
All right, so I'm just going to seal over the top of these transfers with some clear wax.
Okay, one more time to go out to dry. Our books should be fairly close. It's like
this
90
globe
degrees.
Was, not that I wouldn't have painted over a perfect globe, but this globe had big old scratch on it. So it's really not useful as a globe because half of a country was missing. So it was a really good way to upcycle it. I'll show it to you guys up close. I got to grab the little metal piece. I don't know where I put that. Look at all these. I've done a lot of transfers and making a mess. Seb, do you know where I put the metal piece?
I have it over on my side.
Oh.
It's okay. Or you want to throw it back on right now?
I want to do it now.
You just have to pull the top off and then slide this in, and then you can poke it down.
You're so smart.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do.
But I have worked on a few things.
There we go. Oh, no. Hold, please.
You got to line it up.
Yeah, I did have it lined up, but then it unlined up. All right, let's go show the people. Okay, you'll see these skinnier elements, no wrinkles, goes on just fine. The gold is fine. The big teacup has some wrinkles. That's to be expected. I put a flower on the bottom to kind of hide the bottom of that. I got a little bird perched on the handle, some other smaller elements. I wanted it to be totally random. And then this big long piece that goes across here, there are some wrinkles in that as well, but it's all been sealed up. And it's ready to go sit in someone's tea spot or on their shelf or wherever. Somebody the other day.
I like stuff like that on mantles.
Yeah, a good vignette
or like
item.
the top of the dresser or the nightstand or on a desk.
Somebody the other day was like, well, what would you do with that? I'm like, what do you do with any decor? It's decor. Just sits there and looks pretty.
It makes your home feel cozy.
Cozy, that's right. It's for your emotional well-being. I'm definitely a product of my environment. When my room is clean and my house is clean, I'm a happier mom. Some people can survive and strive in the mess, but I cannot. Thank you, Caitlin, for fixing those barrel jeans. I had them in the wrong shipping category and they should have been flat rate. Barbara said she would use it on her desk. I guess I have a desk, but it's really Zeb's desk, and Odelia uses the side that I would probably use if I used it.
Odelia has taken over half my desk.
Yeah. She works from home. To be honest, I wasn't using it much anyways. Okay, I'm going to need the heat gun first. Oh, I got mine over here. I need to finish drying this off. And I've got some more transfer work to do, and then I'll get started on that core bowl.
These were almost dry. Not quite, though.
Yes, if you're painting oak cabinets, I would first degrease them, then lightly sand them, prime them, and paint them. And I highly suggest cottage color with a built-in sealer. Because if you use a paint and then you put a sealer over the top, if you have to touch them up, you're going to have to paint them, then seal them, and then you're going to have weird looking spots. Whereas if you use cottage color, you can just paint it. It has a built-in sealer. You can touch it up very easily. But yes, I would degrease them, lightly sand them, and then prime them. Technically, you could probably just clean them and paint, but I think kitchen cabinets always last longer when you do those good steps for them. They're such high use environments.
You do have the tiny little brush over there.
Diane says she agrees, no mess, clean is happy, happy. I don't mind the mess when I'm in it, but when I'm done, I want it picked up. People ask if like our kitchen island looks like this all the time, and it really doesn't. Like as soon as we're done, unless we have to run off to a kid's event, we clean up. Like our dining room table, because we thrifted all day yesterday, and we have longer days now, so we have more sunlight. Zeb was able to photograph the entire week's thrift haul, and everything is in the garage now. And that makes me so happy that by Tuesday, it's all out. Like we just work on it and then move it out. Okay, I'm gonna grab another transfer. I guess I probably.
Well, it was really only in here for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I need to.
Like the actual mess, because we were thrifting until like 1.
Yeah.
And the video was up by 4. And then it took me until about 5:36 to get everything picked up and photographed, and I did 2 pans because I had 2 videos to keep everything separate. That took a little extra time to keep what came from which store separate, but it's fine.
You got it figured out. Okay, I'm going to use Primrose Isle next. You are very welcome, Nadia.
All right, golden ticket. Looks like this. Online, I think there's only a picture of the top of the lid when you're looking at the product details. So dry brushing. Let's do this close together. Let's see how this goes. Jimmy says my hands are always in the way. Okay, I'm just hitting the high spots where there's all this detail here. We're going to leave those big middle areas empty for the transfers. And because this is dry, it only picks up where there's more pressure, where there's detail. Got a little bit of gold right there. That's okay. I might come back with like the back end of this and just run some gold across there because this is kind of frayed out. It's like a makeup brush now.
It's been used for a lot of things in a lot of ways that it shouldn't. So when people always ask us about brush care, I'm like, I could tell you what you should do. Just don't do what you see me do because I'm not as cautious as I should be.
Okay. I'm liking that. Let's see what transfers fit in there. There's one more outside. It's drying up. All right. I think we'll catch this bird.
I did not seal this first, and it probably would have gone on easier if I did, but I'm making it do. Going over the sides is always the hardest part. The thing is, I didn't realize what tiny little elements this had in it. If it has like big elements, I feel like it's easier because once you get a little bit, then the rest of it pops up. This has some very skinny little things on here.
I'm going to try to fit this whole bird on here and then the flower that it's on. We might have to add another. I have this flower element. We can build a little bit with it.
There we go. Just talk sweet to your transfer when you don't seal it first.
Are you going straight over? You showing them you can go straight over the DIY paint?
No, I should. Don't do that.
It can be done. We've done it a lot. It's way easier and less headache if you just do a little bit of sealer over the top first because you got to seal the DIY paint anyway, and then put your transfer on.
Yeah, but I didn't. I just went full gusto for it, and here I am having to be gentle with it.
So I'm thinking fitting this on there like that. That bird's going to be kind of flying over from the side. I think I'm going to catch the wing and leave most of this not on there. Yep, that's how we're going to go.
What happens is it sticks to the paint, and then the paint, and then you got paint on the back, and then it pulls up the paint and all the things, but that's okay because I'm making it work. I would love a book or pamphlet of all your to-dos, like the advice you just gave about the oak cabinets. That would probably be good, but the problem is I feel like it also changes, right? Like I think I want to do something some way, and then
so we have been putting a lot of things in a blog, not a video, but a blog on the website. So we have a lot of articles on there. It might have something you're looking for.
Some of them aren't as detailed, like Caitlin wrote it for a while and there was just like basic information, but I'm starting to write blog posts myself. And I'm going in and putting a lot of detail in there. So that would be a place to probably do a cabinet post. These were raw wood, so I did not prime them. We just painted them. And they've been just fine. But kitchen cabinets are notoriously greasy, and even if you think you've cleaned them, paint doesn't like to stick or rubs off or whatever. And so it's just better if you, so annoying. I knew better. I'm going to make this work.
I'll come show you guys close in just a sec what I'm doing here.
I'll be an hour.
Okay, so this is what Jamie was talking about earlier on these foils. You can see the shiny highlighted part of the bird and the floral there. I've mostly just been going back over because you can transfer the other part too if you're not careful. So just kind of right there along the edges. Let's see if we can peel this up now. Boy, that's tiny little lip. Might need some mechanical assistance.
I can't offer any assistance right now. I'm knee deep in wishing I would have sealed this first.
Oops. So I'm just catching the edge of the transfer, just picking it up with my knife so I can grab it with my finger. And then it's just like any other transfer. You just kind of ride that wave and make sure everything's down as you lift it up. Oh, this is going to be good. We might dark wax this too. I think it's going to need it. I don't know if you guys can see. I can't see what the camera can see. But it's kind of lifting up with my finger here as we roll along, making sure everything's pressed down good. And if I miss a spot, we go back over. Can the camera see that, Jamie?
Yep. Just watch them, not me. Free Spirit says, I got the cadre molds to put on the old ratty French armoire. Finding the old ratty French armoire is the issue at the moment. Yeah, when they need repairs or things glued back on, it's more difficult than the fun part, which is the finishing work. Or at least for me, that's the fun part.
So you don't have to do these on little boxes. You could literally just put them on books, put them on something flat. Okay, I'm making sure all
Debbie used a cake mix box.
Pressed. Oh, really?
Yes.
That's fun. Okay, make sure that's all pressed down. I might come back with one more coat of dry brush with the gold now that that's on there, because this looks like it's kind of dull compared to this now. And this is going to be in the drawer sideways, so that bird will actually look like he's more upright, or she. But the flowers, I went with the flowers up because that bird's doing some acrobatics, landing sideways on that.
We're going to put a butterfly on this. I was going to anyways, but now I don't have a choice. I got my legs crossed. I almost fell over here. All right, let's put this. Going up over that edge just was not happening for me. I'm just going to add a little butterfly. Cover up the spot that I was about to poke my eyes out about. And only me and the 660 people that are watching this and the couple thousand that'll watch the replay will know what happened. Here we go. And there we go. Butterflies solving all my problems. I actually want to add some more butterflies anyways, so maybe we'll do a dragonfly. I've actually asked for them to do an entire book of just butterflies and little flowers that I can like use to fix things that I screw up.
They didn't think it was a bad idea.
No, just put a butterfly on it, put a dragonfly on it, just make it do. All right, perfect. It was just coming up over the edge that was hard because it wasn't sealed. This is my full design. And now I want to put some silver on here. So that's next.
Can they see that?
Yes. It is very pretty. Let's see how the silver does.
Well, that's a fun project, guys. I love books, so you know this is gonna. You might see this mold a lot. All right, I'm gonna go darken up my gold a little bit. I'm still going dry because I don't want it to get where I don't want it.
I'm just using a silver flower to put over the top of this, so it'll kind of look like the silver platter is peeking through the paint and the transfer. This is one of my favorite ways to use the silver. And this won't pick up on camera as much, but it will look good in real life. I feel like it's very subtle when you do this.
How fun did that turn out? And I wasn't going crazy doing any kind of two-tone, like careful brushing. I just made sure my brush was dry and drug it over the high spots, and where there's pressure from those high ridges in the mold, it catches that gold.
The mold catches the gold.
Yeah. It's a poem now. It's almost a haiku.
Did you guys do anything fun for Mother's Day? We hung out. We went to church. Zeb actually did my calling and did the music with the little kids so I could go to the women's group, which we call Relief Society. And I ate food and I floated in the pool all day, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but down here, can they see it? There, see where it's shiny?
Lift it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, now angle it. There you go.
It looks like the silver is coming through, but it's just a transfer.
All right, I know I already sealed this, but I clear waxed over that so that I had something over those gold transfers. And now I'm going to dark wax over it.
Where's the clear wax? Oh, here it is.
Do you need lunch, Eliza?
You'll have to go around that way.
No, I just needed to tell you something about that. I'll ask you later.
Okay.
Is it about a car?
No.
Oh, is it about a boy?
Lots of them.
Oh, okay.
Do we need to beat somebody up?
No, the boys volleyball team, Ty wants to come swim on Saturday night for their state victory. I said you can come at.
Oh, they want us to have a victory party over here for them?
Yeah, basically, I was like, sure.
Well, the volleyball team is smaller than the football team,
Yeah.
so it'll be like
I said
it'll basically be like
my
more.
parents have to film, but you can come at 10. And
We should buy a volleyball net for the pool.
I was like, knowing my mom, she'd
One
wanna
more
make
thing
it
for me to put in the pool shed.
Knowing my mom, she'd want to make it a whole event, so I'll ask her.
It's all sealed. I love the boys volleyball team. Half of them were over here for more.
We won state. They won state last
So
week.
if you want to you're fine with having a little.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to get a volleyball net put up for them, but they are welcome to come over here Saturday night. They can come over after 9:30.
Half those same boys are on the basketball team, so they can play basketball.
Yeah, they'll have fun. Okay. Fiona says whoever bought those boxes struck gold. I think
they're turning out fun, huh? I gotta do 6 of these books.
I'm just over here transferring away. Let's see what's next. I haven't used these big ones as much. But I also think it would be fun to stamp. Oh, I'd have to take it out to stamp it. I think I'm just going to do a transfer. Do we have cadre in here? We haven't used that yet. What if I did a mold? I'll put transfers on it and do a mold and put a mold on the top and have it be gold. I think I'm going to do that. Do we still have resin?
There's some left. I'm going to have to go get some more from the shop
To finish
those other ones. That's why I'm only doing 1 box right now.
Oh, Jacqueline says the silver transfer showed up better from afar than close up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Close up, it was like super bright and shiny on them. You can get a spoon. I'll allow it.
I'm not a child, so I won't.
The algorithm is not going to recognize you as an adult though, because you're still so cute and little.
Not cute and well.
Don't deny it.
Girl, same thing with me. My picture of when I had Harrington as almost 20. They're like, you look 12. I'm like, noted.
She's like, yeah, I can see that.
I'm like, you're not wrong.
Now that we're in our 40s, we're like, yeah, we were babies.
All right, which color? Is this a yellow one in that one? Yeah. I'm not very good at like mixing up just a little mold resin. So I'll just make a whole, like, it's easier to just do a whole cup and a whole cup. So I'll pour more than what I need for the top of this. For sure. Can I still use this? Yep. Oh, there we go. Barbara said, thank you for the RAM project because he was recently given a small lion and wondered how to paint it.
You could do any dark color underneath and then like crockery or white, or you can even, so what I had planned on doing, that one is super textured. So I decided to just go with the dry brush, but I wanted to do like a wash to kind of oxidize it. So like 1 part paint to 8 or 9 parts water. So it's really thinned out. And then that'll run over the top of it and sit down on the bottoms and make the bottom kind of more white than the top. If yours isn't super textured, you could probably do that too. Even if it is textured, it's a fun technique.
Denise says she spent the day in the pool, Mother's Day, and Papa John's for dinner, and the kids gave her flowers.
Nice.
Zeb cooked.
I did not give her flowers. Odelia had just had like a bachelorette party the day before, and they were, one of their activities is they were going to make like flower bouquets, and they never made it to that. So we had like tons of flowers.
Well, I was buying flowers for my mom anyways, so it doesn't make sense. Same thing with chocolate. Like I buy my mom candy, so I just get some for me while I'm there. There's no point in Zeb making a special trip to the same place that I'm already at for my mom. I guess he could buy it for both of us, but he bought me a bunch of jewelry, so I'm not sad about that. And Odelia and her boyfriend made me a cake. Eliza gave me a really cute bag that I'm going to use.
So I was not expecting that out of Tanner. So he used to work at Lehigh Bakery, and they hired him as the cake decorator. And he made this cake look so fancy.
Yeah, he's a good cake decorator. And then Jack made me a cardboard flower. And Redrick, he smiled at me. He's at that age.
He tried real hard to not be a pain in the butt all evening.
Yeah. He was moderately successful.
He'll be 15.
Towards the end of the evening, we'd had too much together time, the kids did, and they were done.
Yeah, about a month and a half, he'll be 15. So
yeah, it's great to have together time, but then you got to have alone time. So I'm pouring a bunch of resin, even though I don't need it all.
This is pretty much dry. I'm like putting this gold on here dry so I can basically come back and throw the dark wax right back on it.
I need to hurry because this is going to set up.
Yeah, you got to hustle with that. You have about 35, 40 seconds to get it poured.
Oh, I'm way past that. Up and we're done. Okay, that one had a booger.
Might not be able to save it.
It's fine. It's just a little thick. I'm going to try to scrape it off. Give up on that one. I really just needed this one. So as long as that one turns out, I'm going to call it a win.
All right. Really liking these. They're going to be in there like this.
That's cute. Denise says it's a great idea to use a whole cup and a whole cup. Oh yeah, if you're not good at precision measurements, and I have a whole drawer full of elements that I circle back and use. So like these ones I didn't use today, I'll use them the next time and they'll be ready for me. So it works out fine. I'm actually not a person who thinks like Zeb buys me things for Mother's Day, but that's because Zeb, that's his love language. He's a gift giver. I would just be happy to be fed, and my love language is time. So I I wanted him to come be in the pool with me and hang out and play games and just chill together. My love language is definitely time.
I eventually made it into the pool.
I'm not saying I mind being presented, but it's just not like necessary. You know what I mean? It's just what's I think we had a lot of years where they were very, very skinny. And so it's fun for him. In fact, there were years that he bought me presents and I was like, we got bills to pay. We gotta take those back.
Only one time.
Only one time, but I felt bad. Okay, I'm gonna use, this one is the Primrose Isle. Oh, seriously, Jamie? Just shove this down on the resin. Anyways, Primrose Isle. I'm gonna get this on here and then I'm gonna paint this element gold and put it on the top. I'm just excited because this is gonna go on a lot easier because Cottage Color has a built-in sealer. The only thing that would be a problem in this is if this had been super shiny, then it would stick to the paint and the paint would peel up, but the paint's pretty well cured on this. So your best bet is to let everything dry overnight, but we ain't got time for that. Free Spirit says, I watched Big Box Turtle dig a hole in her backyard, lay 5 eggs, and bury them on Mother's Day. That's awesome. Leslie says she's crafting while listening to us. Tammy says, may I ask what the item is made out of that you're putting the bookish bookends on? It's wood, right? The box?
Yeah, it's just like a acacia wood, probably from
China,
somewhere in Asia. I thought it said maybe on the bottom of the box where it's made. Could be Vietnam. I don't know.
The weather was really good on Sunday, which is nice.
And then we got back in the pool once it was dark. Tanner's, he's a redhead, and he doesn't really do sun. He's very fair-skinned. But fortunately for him, his girlfriend's parents have a pool. He can swim at night.
Odelia is also very fair-skinned. All right, I got one side. I left the void on the top because that's where the mold's going to go, in case you're wondering. This one, I'm going to use part of this, but then part of it is I'm going to leave on here because I don't need quite that much width.
Okay, I'm gonna go get that box.
The item originally was essential oil drawers.
Oh, yeah.
We thrifted it. I found one box, then I found a random drawer that went to the other box, and then I found the other box, so I was excited. A lot of times on these pedestal signs, I just do like one side, but because this one's spinning, I'm doing both sides.
Just a little distress on all the edges where it would have been touched and handled and moved and all the things.
Oh, fun. Gail says her youngest daughter's having a C-section tomorrow while we're live. She doesn't want to watch us in the operating room.
Jamie's dad had a baseball game going on, and Jamie was giving birth to Harrington, our first, and he didn't leave in time. I think he had meant to leave, and then Jamie had him very quickly. She threw up mid-contraction, and out came
pushed one time.
Out came Harrington. And he's over there watching his ball game, like kind of tearing up and crying like this.
Trying not to see all my lady bits. Here's the other side. I don't know if I'm going to do a mold on both sides. I might do a butterfly up top. My dad was a funny guy. And, you know, the kids it's their fault for being bored during the end of baseball season. Now I feel like every sport, the seasons go so long. Like they used to stop and start, and now I feel like the seasons are 2 months longer. Is that just me, or are they really much longer than they used to be?
I mean,
like they all overlap.
Already had like 106. Yeah, I think they've all kind of overlapped for a long time. They've added more games as there's been more expansion teams.
And it's more money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they are a business, right?
But I also feel like the season makes it like that much more special. Like if you went year round, would everybody watch every game year round? Probably not.
And guess what? They need to have time with their family. Because the season, like nothing stops for sports. Okay, let's see if this is.
They purposely have like New Year's Day games and Christmas games and
I mean, they get paid
Thanksgiving games.
They are handsomely rewarded for it, but money can't replace family time. Okay, well, I'm gonna circle back to this because I need to put the mold on the top, and I distressed this. I need to like clean up some of the black on there, but I think this is cute. And then this side is gonna get this mold in gold. I better put it over here so I can get paint splatter on it. Okay, this corbel needs painted. What color do you want me to paint this corbel?
I don't know. You thrifted it.
I did thrift it.
That's your baby.
It needs to be something that like contrasts. Probably I'll do skeleton key because it's already white, like somebody spray painted it. So I just need something to contrast with that. Hopefully people won't mind more skeleton key. Jack was my last. He was sunny side up. So the doctor went in, flipped him, and then he just came out. And then Eliza was another weird one. She had her hand up like this.
Like around her face.
The doctor went in, fixed him, out she came. Polly says, I got to order more paint. We inspired her. So many projects. She needs some green and pink. Somebody commented the other day, they're like, does pink really sell for you? I was like, 100%.
Those pink candlesticks were the first thing to sell yesterday. Once they went live on the website with the video.
Yeah.
Pink is not for everybody, but the people that love pink love it.
Yes, the book Seb's working on are already sold, the book boxes.
Okay, this is going to go get some sunshine.
You decided to do it the same color as the books?
Yes, I think it's going to be really, it's going to go well together. I'm going to do the other one the same.
I guess if they were books, right, the top and the bottom would be the same, so that does make sense. So even though this is a corbel shelf and it's made to go on the wall like this, I always paint the back. So that way if somebody wants to just put it on a shelf like this, yes, it has the keyhole cut out, but most of it's painted. Are these all, those are all set up. So let's get our molds out and then I'll circle back to the book. Do you have gold in a brush out with the gold?
Yeah, but I'm about to use it.
Oh, well, can you use it on this?
Yes.
I just need this to be painted gold. That one. The rest of these I just made because I had extra resin.
It's that time in the video where I'm running out of workspace.
And me too.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see the little, probably not. You'll know, we'll paint them. Well, we're just going to paint that one, but this one is the one that's all boogery on the back. I don't know that I'm going to save that. You might want to lay that flat, not on top of this, because see how it's gonna,
is it warping?
Yeah, you need
Is
to
it cures
always
up?
lay your resin flat, because if it's curved when it's still warm, it'll kind of curve the resin and then it'll dry hard like that. You haven't been brave enough for the molds. I think you would be pleasantly surprised.
They're easy.
I would say get some paper clay and get some resin and try both mediums. See which one you like best. I actually like both of them. When we're live, we use a lot of resin because it's easier to work with because it sets up. But if you have a lot of molds to do, it's easier to do the clay because you can just pull it out, glue it, and then the next day come back, paint it. Whereas a resin, you have to let it sit before you pull it out.
Here's a little nugget that I dropped on everybody when we were at our thing at Debbie's and speaking to them. You have to start. You have to ruin some things to get good at doing it.
Yes.
So just get going. Don't worry that it might cost you 50, 60 bucks for a mold and some resin, because that's the cost of your education. Just get it done, rip it off like a Band-Aid. You might be pleasantly surprised that you're good at it from the start and you don't waste anything.
Yeah. I'm not overly particular about stuff, and I really haven't wasted a lot of stuff, but I have crafted a lot. So I trust myself with that. And if you watched us, you should mostly know. Can you paint white? I bought it. I don't know what you bought, Brenda. Let's see. Let's see, not yet, maybe 4 weeks. That was another question. What are you planting in your garden this year?
We're going to do the usual. We're not, so our beds are big, right? I purposely made them big, but then they've turned out to be like a pain to get in the middle. So we're just going to plant the edges of the bed so we can walk down the middle of the beds. Because the plants get too crowded, and by like mid-July, we can't even get in there to weed. There's going to be
weeds in the middle though if you don't plant in there.
Yeah, we'll just hula ho that. That way you can just hula ho it and done. Love my hula ho. So lots of tomatoes. We always do heirlooms. We planted a bunch of stringless green beans, and we ate a few of them, but they didn't.
We don't eat.
They didn't really produce until like October when it was starting to freeze.
I actually was thinking maybe we'll buy our tomato and pepper plants at the store.
Yeah, but then they're not. Then they're not all heirloomy like I like.
Yeah, but also I need some to
So you have a bunch of nasturtium that's volunteering all over the place. We might need to transplant.
That's actually good for bugs.
And a ton of
zinnias?
No, the zinnias actually aren't coming
we
up
need
like
to
I thought they
those.
would. But we have a lot of tomatillos that are going to grow like crazy.
We'll need to transplant.
Tomatillos are going to take over the garden. I had like 4 plants last year, and we had like 300 tomatillos that we didn't even harvest because we had more than we could eat.
Kim says, I'm slowly getting braver. I procrastinate and overthink. And Denise says, I made resin paperweights at one point with the brooch in the middle.
Nice.
And there's a lot of different things you can do with the molds, and they're fun.
You can cook in the molds. If you're real nervous about it, throw some chocolate in there before you put resin or air dry clay and just play with them.
After you use them for resin, don't put food in them. But you can put food in them before you put resin in them, as long as you clean them out before you put resin. This part that's been spray painted white is going to be way streakier than the back because it's shiny. Let's do another coat.
Okay, let's get this clock back together. All right, where is 12 o'clock? Oh, did this have glass in the face of it? I think it did. Where did I put that?
What?
The glass.
I don't know.
Oh, here it is. And it needs a scrub.
We need more glass cleaner.
Are we out?
I know we're getting low.
Oh, what is this?
What is what?
Stuff that doesn't go where...
Trader Joe's bag?
Oh, I guess there are a couple up in here.
I keep them in there for bananas when they need to ripen.
Gotcha. Well, I left you one bag.
Thank you. Maybe you could put that back where it goes instead of throwing it on
It's
the ground.
not folded good. It was just going to be a mess in there. Needs to get refolded and put back in. I think I'll match with this pretty well. It's going to make it look gold. Maybe it'll make my gold look yellow, which is okay because, you know, yellow gold.
A lot of detail on it.
I love when they use these instead of screws. They like tension it in there. You just hook one side and then press the other side in. Just clasps it in and holds it so nice and tight.
Caitlin just made the announcement. I guess it's probably okay to say then because she emailed them. We will be in the winter issue of Where Women Create. That is a magazine we're going to be in.
All right. And look at that fun clock. That was easy. Took a little time for the coats of paint to dry, but easy finish. Just more dry brushing with that gold. I love that technique. In the yellow, it's playing off of it, making it just look more gold, I think.
You can order the magazine online, and then they also sell it like Barnes and Nobles. It is not a heavily like advertising. You know how like if you ever get a country living magazine, it's like cheaply made and there's a lot of advertising in it. This is a pretty like nicely made magazine. If you go to Barnes and Noble though, now you can see their existing ones, so you can kind of see what the magazine is like. You can also see that I have a lot of work to do to get good pictures of the shop. Just mostly like straightening up everything, putting like items together, getting all the shots. I mean, it's not like I can't do it.
Doesn't Debbie want to come and play in the shop?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's thanks to my friend Dion. She is the one that introduced the magazine editor to us at Debbie's event, told her about us, and then we got the opportunity. And so it is so nice of Dion to spread the word about us because it's been on my bucket list for a long time. We've been in the Turquoise Iris Journal a couple of times, once for our house and once for the shop. But I wanted to be like in a magazine that's from Barnes and Noble, like one of the big box magazines for a long time. And so it's kind of fun. We've done local TV segments. Like I've had a few. I've been on radio once. Why was I on the radio? I don't remember why.
We were just talking shop.
Yeah, we were on the radio. We've done a bunch of podcasts. I can't even remember what radio station we were on, if I had to be completely honest. So this is like checking it off. And maybe someday we'll be on like a national TV type thing. I don't think I would ever really want to have a show.
I feel like you have to give up a lot of your personal
Yeah, I don't
time.
want a show per se because YouTube allows us so much opportunity to do what we want to do. It would be nice to have somebody doing the editing and the filming. But I love to create the content ourselves.
All right. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Thanks. Caitlin dropped a link to the magazine.
I like it all one color. And then to pull these out, you just grab them by the sides. They used to have little thumb holes in them.
That's really cool. I am so glad I found that. Like as soon as I saw that, I knew what I wanted to do with it. Well, what I wanted you to do with it.
And this is nice because like they're going to have that second one. We could do, they're going to get a double stack out of it. And then you could still like put something up here. That's perfect, perfect opportunity for
Clock
little clock or Jamie's globe that she did.
That's the globe's a little small proportionate wise.
I don't know. You could even put a lamp up there. It's a good riser situation that's functional drawers.
You could separate them and use them for risers too and have two risers.
You could even, well, I put the one book upside down if you do it like that because I stacked them different so that the designs weren't all matching up.
Speaking of allergies, there goes my nose is running. I'm going to heat gun this and then bring back a lot of that white. They said that is amazing. That is stunning.
So actually, if you weren't, timeout, if you weren't using it for a drawer, you could get them all going the same way.
I mean, if you're putting oils in it, it's always going to lay the way you had it. Otherwise, they'd fall out. But if you weren't, you could use whatever.
Like I don't know. They snap in there. You could probably use it vertical.
Put it sideways.
Yeah.
Make sure all your lids are on tight. All right, you're gonna do your candlesticks next?
Yep.
Because I'm gonna be a minute.
I got to do more resin. Oh, I have to.
While you have the gold out, I need you to paint this one gold.
Okay.
And then I
forgot to put the back on my clock.
Yeah, maybe TV would be something we could do if, like, when Jack, we have 6 more years till Jack graduates. Because I wouldn't want to be like, depending on what they had us filming, like we would not ever be away from our kids for an extended period of time. Like
some of these shows take like they were telling us it was going to be like 3 months when we were doing a video show before. We're like, well, I guess we'll just have to bring the kids with us.
Could that build those little boxes to sell? No. The time it would take, they'd be hundreds of dollars.
You could probably find a similar little box like this, just like online.
Yeah. I'm just going to dry this in wet distress it. Leslie said she just painted some bamboo cutting boards in anticipation of her IOD. Yeah, I think yours got shipped on Saturday, if I remember correctly.
You just want this one painted?
Yeah, gold. Maybe let's bring out a different color combo for those.
Yeah. I actually was maybe going to take them back like with the the gray and do gold. What do you think about that?
Okay.
You don't love it?
No, I said okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't buy those with any plan in mind, so they're definitely your creation.
I just really love that frame with the black and gold. It's like, oh, it's like shabby and the gold's distressed over the black, and it looked so good.
I mean, that's a little dark for me, more dark academia.
Listen, some people have some really moody decor.
I have no idea who bought them, so. Crafter choice. Look, I said it.
Yes, you did.
I think I got all this painted, and then I get another angle.
Find a little spot.
There's a little spot. I mean, I'm going to distress it, but I don't want it to be streaky. Okay.
So just to show you, with the patina, you can just go right over this white mold here. Applique. The mold is over there.
I think this big tray, maybe we'll do that on the end of Thursday's video. We have another tray in here, so we can do a couple of trays.
Okay.
Because we're going to have to stop and go to the bathroom and eat and whatnot. We can't be live forever. Remember that one time we were live for 4 hours?
That was long. My voice was going. I was exhausted afterwards because it's like 4 hours just like hustling projects done.
So I'm using just a damp rag and I'm pulling back the white that was on here.
Show you guys how pretty this mold is, the applique. All right, everything around the edges is looking good.
Perfect.
Well, where am I putting this?
Right across the top there, just to get glued on.
Okay. If you missed it before, we've been using the Gorilla Glue Super Glue Gel.
I have it on auto ship now. It is more expensive, but it dries so fast. And the adherence is just like second to none.
This is going to go over your flowers a little. Are you okay with that? All right, we'll let that dry
Once that dries,
a
I'll show it to
sec.
him. It just needed a little something extra.
I do have some aviary out. It's going to look like garden sage.
You can do whatever you want. What do you feel like doing?
We're going to go old school base coat and go from there.
Okay. Old school is the paint color.
This is old school.
Don't slide on that bag your son threw on the floor. My mom was just kicking around the Trader Joe's bag. Yeah, that's from the Cadre mold, this swag. We haven't used it yet. Like, this is the first time, so.
I got to go get this in some water. I'll be right back.
Okay. If you're new here, DIY paint, the clay-based formula is water soluble. So you can wet distress it before you seal it instead of using sandpaper, and you can pull the paint off. It's actually kind of nice if you're working inside, because I get a lot of sanding dust everywhere, so it's kind of nice not to have to.
Looks like this is drying up. I can come show you.
There we go. Sorry.
kind of fun to spin that.
And I distressed the top, so we got a little black peeking through. And then off camera, I actually still need to clear wax the transfer, but off camera, I'll take a magic eraser and get any paint that got where I didn't want it on the black.
I think I'm gonna go grab that brush I just washed. Left it in here.
Okay. Time for clear wax. Thank you, K. Caven D. Riggs. I feel like your molds always come out so perfect and beautiful. They are
That's
not,
the resin.
They are not always perfect.
That the resin is.
Yeah, but even I can screw up resin. This one is all chunky on the back because I tried to like scrape it off and it was half dry. And don't worry, there's a way to make something mess up. We figured it out. No, do you think we should dark wax this or?
You know, I would, but
if you want to dark wax it, I'll let you do it. I like it the way it is, but I think dark wax could be pretty.
I think that these are going to be amazing with the gold over the top.
I like that color.
It's going to be it's going to make the gold really stand out because it's so dark underneath.
This corbel wasn't so hard because it had that white underneath, which is such a great color to bring back with the skeleton key.
So the real question is, I'm sitting here thinking about what I got to do the rest of the week. I got a ton of stuff to do. You know, we talk about like not working on Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays. That's not really true. This morning was actually spent taking some time. We've had enough sales in Michigan that we have to start paying state sales tax in Michigan. So I had to. And I had it was collecting it. The website was working just fine. And I had it set up to automatically pay it quarterly. And it didn't pay it. Somehow the bank account got unhooked from the auto payment or calculated it wrong. And anyway, I had to go back in and navigate Michigan's state's sales tax website, which is, you know, great people in Michigan, but the website was not fun. Felt like I was using dial-up again. But anyway, got that done this morning and then printed off a bunch of papers for the subscription because I got to get those over to the shop so that they can keep shipping.
Payroll.
Payroll had to be done. There was something else I did. Oh, our bank requires us to send like all of our tax returns for our loan on the shop. And like end of year statements. And apparently I had done it for 2022 and 23, but they wanted it for 24. And I hadn't sent them that yet. And now I'm going to have to send them 25. So I had to get all that stuff together and I called them for some clarification. They still haven't called me back. So that's probably
or they
after
might have called
this.
You and we're on the phone.
Yeah, that's probably after this video. I'll have to chase that down and see exactly all the numbers they want because they sent me a list that's different from what I've reported to them before. Anyway, I guess it's because it's a commercial loan because they're a small
bank and they're a pain in the butt.
Our home mortgage, they don't care about that. They're like, hey, you made the bill. Good job.
We've paid it every month that we've had it. So I'm like, if you keep bugging me, what you're going to get is you're going to get somebody who's going to refinance you right out of this because I'm not going to sit here.
Well, the way we're set up, we have a 10-year prepayment penalty, but we're already almost to year 5. So I'm like, it's down to 5%. Might not matter.
All right. Dark wax or no dark wax, guys, comment. I like it the way that it is, but we could put dark wax like on the beads. I'm gonna set it in the back, and then if Zeb wants a dark wax, he can.
Okay, I think I got all the details. This was pretty dark before, so it painted up really easily. This one here, you're gonna see the big transformation. Move this on the side so you can see.
Dark wax, dark wax. Don't dark wax this time. Dark wax, dark wax. So far, we have
more dark
waxes than don't dark wax.
The dark wax people have really started the oil wax too. I've converted everybody. I know. Sorry.
Painting this duck, gold, or goose, whatever it is. It's from Germany. Thanks, Caitlin. She linked the stencil subscription. She linked the color of the month of the milk paint. In a Pickle is a good color. And if you use, it's Tavern Green in the Farmhouse Finishes line. And if you order the craft kit, it has the milk paint of the month. And Teresa says she's dark waxing her project as they speak. I put a lot of clear wax, so I think if you just dark wax like the beads, it would be good. So I didn't realize this, but this little swan is from Germany. It says so down here on the bottom.
We have a lot of things from Europe. Make it back to Utah because we send a lot of missionaries all over the world, and lots of them go to Europe and they bring stuff home with them that they love.
I find a lot of like language books.
And then they go travel later when they're older or have kids, or they want to take their spouse or show them or have them meet people that they fell in love with while they were over there, you know. This top little heart detail, scroll, whatever it is. I'm just jabbing paint into it. That's why our brushes end up looking all frayed, because we just, you know, you just jam it in and then you smooth the brush strokes out later.
I kind of like the purple the way it is too, Leslie. I think I might leave it. The white, I just don't want the white to get muddy. And I love the white. It's all chippy looking. Like the wet distress is just perfect.
So I would oil wax it.
Yeah, but I already put clear wax. And I guess you can oil wax over it, but
actually it resists it pretty hard. It doesn't soak down in.
Leslie said we've been on so long she didn't get dressed yet. We've been on for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we're about there where we're gonna wrap it up here. Here, let me go set this one out in the sun so you guys can see the gold contrast.
I know, I'm like, we gotta move this all along the way here. It's 1:30.
I'm hungry. My stomach is telling me that it's 1:30.
Let's see. I really have been wanting La Fontaine recently.
Oh, you know, go for a little lunch date?
Yeah, we'll just have it delivered.
Oh, really? I don't know where to set this. This is real scratchy on the bottom. We're going to leave it down here for now. We'll bring it up. We're going to show you guys everything at the end. Are you ordering lunch right now while we're live?
I'm waiting. I got to wait for this to dry anyways.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to do a chili birdie burrito because that's what I like. Do you want enchiladas? You want fajitas? Oh, fajitas is probably, you want to mix fajitas?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then that way, if Odelia wants some.
Make sure they give me corn tortillas.
Yes, I did. Oh, add 2 cents to get $5 off.
Oh.
You want a side of guac?
Yep. Yes, I do want a side of guac. Love guacamole. All of our kids love it too. Kids are, for the most part, not very picky eaters. The boys have not really loved tomatoes, but now Harrington was like the strongest opposer of tomatoes growing up. And I love tomatoes, so like I cooked a lot with them, and you know they were getting on all the sandwiches, and I've always loved tomatoes, even as a kid. And he just wasn't having it. And now that he's an adult, he's like,
tomatoes are good.
He's like, and mayo, tomatoes and mayo. He's like, you were right, Dad. You were right.
All right, I'm gonna dry this bottom and then I'll paint the top some more.
Redrick doesn't love tomatoes, but he's starting to eat them because we use them so
the other
much.
day and he said tomatoes were good.
He was having a sandwich.
Yeah, we're like, we told you. So now I ordered it so we can just keep working, and then
when it gets here,
it won't take us that long to eat, and then we can get on to the next task.
And we can finish our video.
Yeah.
I got a list too. I got to list everything for this week's haul before I go camping because we're not getting back until Saturday afternoon. Jimmy's got a whole like girls' weekend planned.
Not a girls' weekend, but I am going out Friday night with one of my girlfriends from high school. We have not seen each other in probably a year since she's been to the house, and she's in town. And we're going to go to a movie. We're going to see The Devil Wears Prada 2, which is not something that Zeb is sad about missing. And we're going to go to a new restaurant and eat burgers and, yeah, just hang out. So I would rather, like, I am excited to see my friend. I almost always would rather hang out with Zeb. You'd think we'd get tired of each other, but we don't. But apparently in this life, we have to share each other with other people. So
listen,
I have to share you with the youth group. So they're going.
The 14-year-old young men at church have been dying to go on a camp out, and they
better be nice to you.
We've got one scheduled. They're never. I got a great.
They better behave. Be like.
I got a great group of guys right now. Like they're a lot of fun. Yeah. And they all get along, which is great. We don't have anyone that's like the odd man out. The only contention we had is one kid, I think I told this the other day, one kid really wants to go catfishing and one kid really wants to go trout fishing. And there's two different lakes.
All right. I got to stop touching this. I'm peeling the paint off with my fingers.
You should have.
This little swan is being a diva.
This is the beauty of DIY paint. If the person asking about the differences before, I pretty much got full coverage with this. And the lighter colors aren't going to cover as well as the darker colors. That's true for any paint line ever in the creation of paint. But this one does particularly well.
Well, it's really dark. How do you remove wax? You can use mineral spirits to remove it, or you can sand it off if it's dry and cured. Those are your two options.
Typically, I just sand it off or just don't redo it at all. I live with it.
They don't have tacos in Scotland. So Ortega has made its way over the pond. And every time we're at a grocery store in England, I always see the Ortega, and I want to tell people, like, please don't think that's what Mexican food is. Like, I worry that people will eat that and think, why would anybody like Mexican food? Because Ortega is not a good representation. Those fried corn shells were probably fried 2 months ago, and they're in a box. It's not good. I've often thought about making Mexican food while I'm there for people in England. I'm like, I could probably bring my own tortillas or something, you know, or make tortillas, actually, would probably be the easiest thing. And then make
I remember
Mexican
we were
food.
at Jensen's in Rye, and we were looking for like a knife so that we could cut some boxes down. And they don't sell knives or anything sharp anywhere. It was very difficult to find, actually.
Yeah, try to buy them.
And there was a bunch of, like, I want to say maybe young adults, but maybe possibly teenagers. I couldn't really tell. They were very excited. They were getting all the stuff to like do tacos and have like a Mexican dinner. And it was breaking my heart. I'm like, guys, that's although we did in Ashford, there was a burrito place that was great.
Yeah, but it was still
except for they gave
smoky.
it to me on black beans, and I like Pinot.
We have a song we sing called White People Taco Night. And
it's actually from YouTube. You can look it up.
It's funny. Yeah, look up the song White People Taco Night. And we actually do have white people.
It's very
taco
humorous.
Night. All right, I'm going to take this golden goose and just set it over here to dry. Stop fussing with it. And then when it's all the way dry, I'll dark wax it, but it needs to cool. All right, is there anything else I can do to help you with, Zeb?
No, I just got to get this dry.
Okay.
I'm going to heat gun this one little spot that was on the shady side.
I just want to make sure everything that's sold is done, and I think it is.
Are these done, these candlesticks?
Yeah, those are both sold. That box you got to work on because you got to pour the resin.
Yeah, I just have to pour 2 more. I think I have enough between the scraps of resin we have left to do 2 more, but we'll see. I have to run to the shop.
I can work on this.
This needs sanded. It's got like a hole in it.
Oh, yeah, that is problematic.
Or you can fill it and put some IOD over it. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know that I'm going to be able to sand the hole out. How did it get a hole in it? Zeb, do you know how it got a hole?
I got it from the thrift store like that.
Oh. Scotland diet is fried food and more fried food.
You know what? I'm here for that.
And veg.
I'm here for the fried food and more fried food. I really should tap into my my Scotland heritage. My mom's a Baird. I actually have been able to trace back where my like I think it was like 1300s grandpa, however many greats ago that is, paternal grandfather is buried in Scotland. He was in the royal court, so there's record of him.
We fry our own taco shells. They're so good. Fresh fried corn tortillas. If you go to certain areas like in California and Arizona, they have places that will do it. Like in Chula Vista,
Tortilleria.
You can get fresh fried tortilla shells and tortilla chips. And like the tortilla chips you get at the store are not the same as fresh fried tortilla chips, not even close. I'm going to put a transfer over the middle of this, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to fill the hole so there's not a big void.
We're almost ready for gold, and I think it's going to be pretty special.
Get a little crust going on here. There we go. Perfect. There. I think I'm going to do Americana because I can.
All right.
I did a reel where I'm like painting another box Americana or apothecary. Anyways,
there were several people who were like, I don't like it.
But that reel is doing really good.
Did you put the gold away? Where'd you go with the gold? Did I put it away?
What?
The gold and the gold brush?
Gold brush is here. I put it in the baggie.
Okay. And you took the gold too.
Yeah. I took all the things. Sorry.
Okay. So this is old school. It's not black. You can see it's kind of like a good charcoaly gray. Okay. We're going dry again. Get your brush dried out. Oh man, I'll bring it close and show you guys.
That's going to be so good. So if you were wondering what I just did in the middle here, I just used air dry clay and super glue to fill that hole. You could use a lot of things, but since I have air dry clay, it is something we use on a regular basis.
Am I focused?
Yes.
You guys ready?
For the up close and personal.
The key is the dry brush, like wipe most of that gold off.
La Fontaine is probably not the best Mexican food. We really love La Costa. However, they make the best chili verde.
Richard and Angie went back over to La Costa the other day. They shared a carne asada. They were coming back and they drove by the house and they're like, hey, we just came back from La Costa because we took them there after we went to a temple open house with them.
Yep.
And then it was over there by it. And now now they make special trips.
To La Costa. We had La Costa for Cinco de Mayo. I ordered the carne asada, and then we had churros from a churro place. I can't remember the name, and had those delivered. I mean, the thing, you got time or money, right? And we got so much stuff to do. I'm like, if we stop to make food, then we will not get our work done.
Do you guys mind when I come up close? Does it make the camera do weird things?
No.
Okay, we're gonna have to go get another dip, but you guys are, look at that. That's so cool, all those details.
That's really pretty.
New favorite combo, old school and gold.
So we're talking about food, we could call them like combo meals. You supersized it with gold.
Mm-hmm.
So the old school really just becomes like the background color. And when he clear waxes it, the old school is going to get much darker. And so you're going to have really great contrast between the gold and that old school. Just want this to be really, really dry before I try to put a transfer on it. Okay. I've not used this one enough. Flowers by the Poets. I used these the other day on Nadine's birdhouses. Came out super cute. So I think I'm going to do this. Well, that's that way. And then do this on top. Okay. So we've got the poem here. The daisy and sweet rose. And this has a daisy and a rose in it. So that'll work. Where's the scissors? Transfer stick.
I don't know. I may or may not have had them over. Oh, they're right there, pink. Your hand's touching them. If they were a snake, they'd have bit you.
I don't think this one is sold yet, so I just need something to do while Zeb was finishing up this project.
It's getting it out of the garage.
Yep. Well, it's over here. I just grabbed it. I'm like, what's something easy? Since you're almost done with that, I didn't want to get in the middle of another big project. We have that big tray back there, but like I said, we'll do the trays for the end of Thursday's video. Did we buy any trays on Thursday that we could do too?
I don't think so. Maybe there might be that one.
I'll look at the pan that you did. Good thing I did a neat job filling that hole because I don't have a transfer in the middle really. I'm gonna have some words, but I decided to do this on the bottom here.
Oh, did you just throw some air dry clay and some glue in there?
Sure did, and then I sanded it.
Nice. I figure since you're painting it anyway, it's just craft supplies at this point.
Yeah, the best thing to use is the thing you have handy so you can finish your project. Unless it's the absolute wrong thing to use, but in this application, it's fine.
Okay, we're almost done with these petals. Just getting the bottom side of them. Then we'll do the top, and this will be, I'll have to clear wax it because I use the DIY paint underneath and the gold doesn't have full coverage on there, but that's easy. And you could use a larger brush than this, but this little brush works really well to just get right where I want it.
It allows you to have more precision. Leslie says her Chase account gets her DoorDash free. I should look into that. We bank with Chase too.
Really?
Yeah. And you can DoorDash just about anything.
Yeah, they'll bring. I'm like, Jamie, we're almost out of dog food. I got to go run get some. She's like, wait,
Yeah.
don't go get any.
We had a billion things to do, and where we get dog food is about 20 minutes from our house. I don't know why I bought them dog food there, but that's where I did, and that's what they eat.
Well, it's because we tried like 4 or 5 different kinds that don't upset Rex's tummy.
Yeah, and now I can't risk trying.
He's a sensitive fellow.
It's the salmon and rice mix. I'm adding this poem on here. So I am using Flowers by the Poets. I feel like I've used just about every transfer in this live video. Except for the Lexi Green one. Fern something. We make projects look easy.
They are easy.
They really are. And the more you do, the more I mean, I was actually getting foot zoned this morning, and I was still tired from my Benadryl I took for my allergies last night. And I told my friend who does my foot zoning, I'm like, I just got to paint today. I could paint half asleep. I mean, it's more fun when you're awake, but like I could do this because this is something, it's like muscle memory.
We put our 10,000 hours in, that's for sure.
It's going to be really pretty.
Okay, I think once that other one is equally ornate, so it's going to really look good like this too. Loving the combo.
Should we get everything to show them?
Oh, I don't know if we have space, but yes, I'll try to scooch some stuff.
We've been live for 2 hours and 52 minutes.
We did this way at the very beginning before anyone had even joined. Almost 3 hours, you said? 2 hours and 50?
2 hours and 52 minutes.
Wow. That's been a good Paintapalooza. Please share it.
Done.
Jamie's been info dumping on you guys.
I'll see on the back. Okay. We did a few things today.
So this is the difference you can see in the coloring. The gold really makes all those details just stand out. Oh no. So we decided just clear wax on this?
This is uneven. What? Yeah, it's clear wax. This drop cloth has a lot of crusty milky on it. It's not very even. I might have to glue that back in. We'll just lean it up against this right now. All right. Here are all of our projects that we got done in 3 hours. I feel like I should have got more done.
It's all little stuff.
Yep. Hopefully this shows you more of the new IOD release. If you've been on the fence about some products, we've used molds. The only thing we didn't get to was stamps. So we'll have to do more stamps next week.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow for Waste Not Wednesday. All right, guys, if you like this video, be sure to shop JamieRayVintage.com and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye, you guys.